Originally formed by past members of Delta Force, the Global Threat Initiative is an elite team of international peacekeepers. We are presently stationed in Asara, where tech giant Havoc Group's use of AI-powered weapons has incited a vicious uprising from the local Asara Guard militia. As a member of GTI's crack team of operators, you will engage in multiple zones across Asara.
Get ready, soldier.
Your mission: secure intelligence and supplies, neutralize hostiles,
Let's go there.
and extract within the allotted time.
Pin me down.
Or as we say in the business, loot, shoot, and time to scoot.
Nice work. Get out now.
Each combat zone presents unique challenges with specific entry requirements.
Nothing complicated. Take this chance to familiarize yourself with tactics.
Choose your weapons, ammo, gear, and meds with careful consideration of the region. GTI offers an extensive armory with modification possibilities in the thousands. You will have full autonomy of your loadout. Operators are reminded to plan their loadouts carefully. Failure to extract or defeat by hostiles results in the loss of all carried gear and items.
Make sure the mission goes smoothly. We'll be following your progress.
The only exception is items in your safe box, which will be available on return to the Black Site. As you gain experience, you will be cleared for classified operations, which carry higher risks, but greater rewards. Once behind enemy lines, use your map to identify resources, missions, and extraction points. Plan your route efficiently. Every second counts. Search thoroughly for valuable loot, and prioritize retrieving Havoc's Mandelbricks for lucrative rewards. And remember, others' losses are your gains. Search hostiles after taking them down. When you're ready, plan a safe route to an extraction point to get back to base with your hard-earned loot. Extraction points vary. Some are always available, while others open randomly or have specific requirements.
The extra basket. Welcome back.
Back at the Black Site, you're free to do with your spoils as you see fit. You may choose to keep your loot for future operations. You may also decide to sell your loot in the auction house. Technic alloy you earn from these sales can be reinvested elsewhere. Finally, you can use your loot to upgrade the Black Site, enhancing your perks and abilities in the process, while also increasing the resources available to you. You are now briefed and ready for Delta Force operations. Prepare to deploy. Intelligence indicates that Havoc is amassing strength for a new conspiracy. Operators, we must eliminate their plot before it takes root.
Tango down!
Target down!
Requesting vehicle airdrop!
There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall.
once dreamed, we would bask in the light of Hawk's technology.
Hawk Corporation is set to showcase their latest research breakthrough.
It illuminated the future,
The Mandel Brick at the Queen Astra Hotel.
yet it kindled the flames of flames, sacrifices, lamentations. The light of the future gradually dims. I cannot ignore all of this. I will act without hesitation.
Have you ever wondered, can damaged brain cells be healed? Can lost memories be recovered?
Operation Tower of Babel. Target, Alpha Relink. A classified prototype developed by Dr. Prometheus. If Relink goes public, the Alpha device could trigger an unprecedented crisis. Zoya, infiltrate the conference, approach your old acquaintance, and convince him to hand over the Alpha. If you can't persuade him,
Terminate him.
With Relink, the impossible becomes reality.
Target in sight.
evac point is clear. Wait for signal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our glasses to the future. This is the dawn of humanity's future. Now let's unveil it. Relink, neural machine.
Sector Black, capture the doctor.
Thank you.
Bugs online.
You're here. I'm really glad to see you. Look, our Alpha has finally succeeded.
Maybe it's just your success.
Have you forgotten already? You're the one who got Alpha to the finish line.
Glow of quiet night we stand. We did it! We held like something real.
We can't take Havoc's money. They're nothing but trouble.
But they can help us achieve everything.
They will destroy everything.
You already agreed? Fine. Then, happy birthday.
I will save the world.
Is this how you plan to save the world?
Tell me where the Alpha is. Relink is out of control.
No, it's not. Alpha is in control of everything.
What did you do to the Alpha?
Human nature is uncontrollable. They need guidance.
Give me the Alpha! You are on the path to destruction!
No! It's you who refuses to walk into the future with me! I never thought I'd see you again. You haven't changed. That's good.
Go! Negotiations failed. Plan B. Terminate the doctor.
Copy that.
becomes reality.
afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome into Operations All-Stars. It's all about operations today, folks. Delta Force Open Beta is obviously here. I know you've been grinding, and we're excited to showcase some of the biggest sweats in the game right now in our Operations All-Stars event that's right here, right now on broadcast. We are live all over the place, but folks, I got to remind you, if you haven't checked out Delta Force, go download Delta Force right now. The open beta is here. You can get it on the website playdeltaforce.com, on Steam, or the Epic Games Store. It's free, committed to no pay to win, and a ton of fun. So go get involved. Those links are all down below in the YouTube description, our panels down below on Twitch, or our moderators can help you out on the other platforms. They have quite literally every single social media. So when I say we are live all over the place, I mean it. Drop a follow wherever you are watching, folks. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and even Twitter. Drop a follow and check out the official Delta Force subreddit, Discord. Tons of information out there and ways to get involved on events or just generally know more about the game, because there's a lot in this game. We're playing a whole new game mode and it feels like a separate game. So fun to get into this one. A couple other announcements though. If you weren't here a couple days ago when we were live for our Warfare Streamer Showdown, I told you all about something really exciting, because mobile is right around the corner, but you can pre-register for mobile right now on the App Store, Google Play Store, and Google Play Games. I've been hearing from those mobile creators. They are so incredibly excited for this. They've loved all the tests they've been able to be a part of. Stay up to date on release times for your region. Pre-register now. Why? Well, it's because mobile is actually launching at the beginning of this next year in about a month. January 20th is when you can get this game on mobile. So pumped for this. And specifically on Google Play Games. The fact that Google Play Games is going to be supporting Delta Force on mobile is going to be a huge boon for those that like to play wherever they want and also at home. That's all on the 20th of January, folks. Big deal. So we love announcements in this house, and I told you about this a couple days ago, and I have to remind you about the campaign. I've seen so many questions about the campaign. I've been on all the Twitter threads about it, and I'm really pumped for you to get to experience the timeless classic of the Mogadishu town, the street battles, night ops, and the crash sites. Black Hawk Down campaign is almost here. Let's take a look at this quick video. No one gets left behind. January 2025, we talked about Delta Force on mobile and the campaign coming in January. January is going to be a fantastic month. If you've liked December thus far, get ready for January as well. New seasons and all types of things happening in the world of Delta Force. But folks, I'm not going to talk to you by myself all day, although I probably could because I love this game and could talk about it so much. We've got to bring in my very special friend, Spider Tiff is back with us in the booth. Tiff, it literally feels like only a couple days ago that we were on broadcast together, because we were 48 hours ago we were live for the Warfare Streamer Showdown. I'm excited to jump into operations with you.
I know, this is what I've kind of been waiting for. I've been playing some on my own. I know you've been grinding it. You're a little bit of a sweat, and I've taken some notes from you. But this is where I get to see if any strategies are going to come out that maybe I am completely unaware of yet. So let's duke it out. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast. Let's talk about the format. It is Operations All-Stars, and our format, well, it begets All-Stars to get to show us what they're able to do. So we're gonna be starting with the new map, Brackish. I am pumped about this one, where everybody's gonna be trying to gain basically as much loot value as they can. They're gonna try to extract with as much value. That match total you see at the end of a game, that's the score we're looking for. So that'll include your missions and everything in between. All of those scores are going to be added up between each of these 3 maps. So we're going to start with Brackish, but we've also, just like a couple days ago, have extra ways for you to earn points. So this is a classic. This is a throwback to the early Delta Force days, Broken Wings operation. Also, that Clip Wings mission in that game, in that map, will net you, if you complete it, an extra 300,000 points. When we get to game 2, though, we're going to the timeless classic, at least when it comes to Delta Force of this day and age, Zero Dam. This is like the basic map. This is the one you start with. This map is a smaller map, and as such, we are incentivizing players to also go for kills. So every kill they get, they earn an extra 100,000 points on their overall score for the event. And then finally, we're going to Space City to end things off in game 3, where, well, in Space City, if you use the rocket extraction, you better get at least 300,000 points, because that thing is dang difficult to do. It is dang difficult to get out of there without getting killed by everybody else. When that rocket starts taking off, it gets wild in Space City. But excited about our 3 maps, excited about our ways to score points. But also, like I said, everybody's looking to become the champion squad. So let's take a look at what they're playing for here, Tiff, because our squads, well, they're going to be receiving a ROG, a desktop PC with an i7 RTX 4070. All 3 of these players, Tiff, are going to be walking away with these PCs, which they can either keep or give away to their communities.
Yeah, I think this is so incredibly cool for Delta Force and everyone to kind of be uniting around this prize pool, because I'm just saying, I keep seeing all these 40 series GPUs coming through, and I'm still on a 3080 Gauge. So I really love this prize that we're witnessing, and I can't wait to see who gets to take it home.
No, I'm really pumped about this. We've got an opportunity to not only, give to our streamers some of these amazing PCs, we've also got some giveaways in the chat. One giveaway today that's going to happen later in the broadcast. Look, I'm always a man of the people. I've always got you all with something. So today our giveaway is an Alienware monitor. I've looked this thing up. It is so dang cool. You're going to want to win this one. It's definitely going to enhance your experience here with Delta Force. So be ready. Not yet, but when I ask for it, we'll do this giveaway later in the broadcast. I'll ask you just to be an active chatter in our Twitch chat in particular. So make sure you pop over to Twitch. It's very easy to find us, Delta Force Game Official, twitch.tv/Delta Force Game Official. We'll be doing the giveaway here in the Twitch chat later. Just want to keep you updated on that, all right? So while we've got giveaways and prizing and we've talked about our format, let's talk about our All-Stars. Tiff, let's take a look at our teams and see who's leading the charge and who maybe our favorites are. Walk me through some of these teams and what we can expect from the Reapers, Rangers, Vipers, Titan, and Hawks.
Look, this is insanely stacked for a talent pool that we're going to see for operations today. Now, I do know that we did get to witness Tens and Kaede back in that Warfare Streamer Showdown just a few days ago. So to see them back in action and maybe slow things down, because we heard from Tens, he's like, look, I got that tactical shooter background. Warfare's a little high pace. Maybe we see some really cool skills come out on the operations side of thing. Huskers and Swag linking up over on the Vipers alongside Cooper will be really interesting. And we saw how much chaos Nade Shot Symphony and everyone were causing in the Warfare game mode. I can only imagine that it's going to be a lot of fun to witness what they get into here today.
Yeah, and of course, our final squad, the Hawks, Landmark, Hutch, Gingy. I think everybody knows that on paper, that's probably the best team here when it comes to operations. But I hope that team in particular can, well, I suppose, maybe they get surprised today. I'll just say that, Tiff, because that Landmark, Hutch, and Gingy squad, they're known for extraction shooters. They've played a ton of Delta Force in the past. They've played Delta Force tournaments in the past at our show matches. So I assume that this team in particular is going to be a top team. But they might get caught up by, well, some slayers, some folks that know exactly what they're doing and are dang good at aiming. Reapers, the very first team on our list, Flom, Sacriel, and Tarek. I mean, we've got people from, again, just like our Warfare Streamer Showdown, a modicum of different titles, and they're all coming in with their different experiences and their different expertise and the different things that they're good at. That team in particular, I am scared about. I'm going to be honest. I think they could shock some folks in this event. I know some of those players have experience in this game. We've actually had Sacriel in some of the events in the past during the alpha test. I think that squad could surprise some folks. And if the Hawks aren't careful, if Landmark's whole crew is not careful, they could get cut down and they still have a chance to not win this thing.
I think that's something that could be very real, because just because you excel in extraction shooters, you played so much Delta Force, you know exactly what needs to be done in a perfect world scenario, right? But what happens if you have people that are just like, oh, whatever, like I'm just full blown running, I'm sending, all I care about are getting eliminations and wreaking havoc on the lobby? That's kind of fun to people, denying them the ability to extract with any sort of loot. Plus you want to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, and again, I just got word from my production team. I'm just gonna read this out. It's hilarious. Our production manager said Landmark has spent 15 minutes in loadout already thus far, modifying guns, sights, etc. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, we're all day to day. We're gonna be showcasing this crazy skill from all of these players and what they're good at. But when you're an operations specialist, when you're an all-star truly like Landmark, Gingy, Hutch, they know what they're doing when it comes to loadouts. And all of these players have equalized accounts, all right? So they're not coming in with their personal accounts, so they're not going to come in with like level 5 gear and stuff like that. Everybody's going to be equal, but it's a matter of how do you use that to be most effective. Today in chat, if you've got questions about operations, we'll help explain the mode if you've never played it, but you're also going to see some nuanced, really high-level strategy today, Tiff, I think, and I'm really pumped to see what that team in particular is going to pull out of their bag to try to secure a win, whereas maybe that Aiden squad or maybe the Husker swag squad with Cooper, they might just try to slay out and hope that works for them, because hey, if you cut somebody down they can't extract, you're not going to get a lot of loot. So fun nuances there. But folks, I've got to remind you of a couple quick things before we get into game one. We are actually going to be hopping into game one very soon. Twitch drops, they're still here. This is big. We've got a ton of things for you to earn just by watching the broadcast. If you haven't been watching a lot of Delta Force, or you didn't really know how to do this, you need to make sure your Steam account is linked in your settings on Twitch, and you can start earning all of our rewards on the screen: avatar, spray paint, weapon skin, vehicle skin, calling cards, even just after 15 minutes of watching. And then the longer you watch, the more you earn. So I'm pumped to see what you all get to earn, and I'm pumped to see what our players will earn today and the loot that they can find. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the Heart of Africa on broadcast and somebody's gonna be walking out with like 13 million on the very first map. I'd be pumped to see some red epic items, Tiff. I'm really excited to see like what these players are able to pull and see if luck's gonna be on their side.
Look, I'm not really too big of a fan of luck, but all I do know from everything that you were saying is if Landmark has already spent 15 to 20 minutes kitting out his loadout, then the first team that you want to look for is Landmark's team, because whatever you take from them is going to get you through the rest of the game for sure. Like, that is what you have to do. Find Landmark, take about, no, I'm not trying to put a hit on Landmark for the game. That's just kind of incredibly rude of me, but it would be fun.
I think too, like now that we have a little time to talk, you know, loadouts and what we can expect. Again, we're headed to Brackish first. This map, not, you know, Zero Dam. If you're a grinder, maybe that Landmark, Gingy, Hutch squad, maybe they've been grinding a ton and they've played a ton of Zero Dam, where some of these other players haven't played it as much. They might have a very large advantage because they know that map well. Brackish is brand new to the open beta, and you couldn't even have played it until you get to a certain level. And it didn't even unlock until I think yesterday. So it wasn't even unlocked in the very beginning, like it came out after some time. So none of these players are gonna have a ton of experience on this map. And it is what I would call in the category of a sweaty map. The AI are a little bit stronger. You're gonna find a lot better loot. And obviously if you're playing in public lobbies, the players on those lobbies are gonna be really sweaty. In customs, everybody's gonna be sweaty on every single map. But Brackish, I think, will start things off, will be really interesting. This map is a fun one because you basically have two sections of the map. You have the kind of town city area that's going to feel a little bit more like some of the populated areas of Leali Grove potentially, And then you have the kind of headquarters of this Havoc department of like technology and discovery. And inside that second half, that's going to feel a lot more like Space City. So that'll be really cool to kind of see both of these things combined and which side of the map people are going to be playing on. I'm really excited to announce as well that we still have our spectator client, and we've still got some observing that we can do behind the scenes outside of just watching our player POVs. So we're actually going to be able to see the map and see where players are dropping in, where they're spawning. There's some fun nuance we can talk about today, Tiff. I'm just excited to get into the action.
I am too, and I love that we have the spectator client to be able to see where they spawn, because most of my experience, I don't have the map unlocked just yet, but I did go through and I watched like way too much of Westy dropping into Brackish for like hours upon hours straight, and it was actually interesting to see just how sweaty it was. He would get a lot of those spawns that were similar by that new Tower of Babel, which is just massive. It's a huge skyscraper, kind of more towards that compound headquarters like you were saying, and it would be maybe 30 seconds before a neighboring team would full send them. Like, everyone was hyper sweaty. And you mentioned, since we're in customs today, of course, everyone that we have in this lobby are such high caliber competitors in their own right, and content creators and just storied pasts. I can only imagine that they're going to want to get into the action early on, or maybe they'll just focus on exploring and looting. I don't know which way we're going to go.
Yeah, and I think the players are slowly running out of time to build their loadouts. Essentially what's happened is we've got all the players into the lobby. They're building out their loadouts as we speak. Again, the accounts were kind of all equalized, so they're trying to figure out what they want to get, what they want to use, what they want to buy, and how to utilize it in game. As we head to Brackish, I'm also excited to see operator choice. I think this is actually a very important part of kind of what the meta is, if there is one, of the different operators you can use in game. Everybody has their own skill sets, everybody has their own way of playing, and I think that's important to remember going into this, that you're going to see definitely a wide variety of different styles of play. But I will say the kind of meta, or what we will expect, is Luna potentially operator. We need some information. That recon arrow goes crazy, and then at least one support stinger character, so you have the therapeutic gun. That's going to be key to success. It also saves you some space in your backpack, by the way. If you're brand new to the game, try out stinger just to start things off. The smokes are helpful, but just saving some space and being able to like heal yourself instead of having to use a ton of meds all the time, super helpful. So I'm expecting to see both of those. But then, Tiff, you and I were talking before the broadcast. I think the third could be just about anyone, right? You could see an engineer, you could see a Luru with his kind of guided missile thing that he's got. You've got cover you can make with him. You could see D-Wolf, you could see Viren if somebody wants to play more assault. Like, there's a lot of options kind of for that third operator, and I think it comes down to playstyle. Wouldn't you agree?
I really do, and it's interesting because we start to think about what we saw in warfare mode, and just even talking to some of our competitors, they were saying we were just trying to adapt and play with the different operators that are already in Delta Force. But I think you really hit it on the head. Like, I would immediately lock into Stinger just to be able to heal based off whatever interactions that I've come through, because we already know our players are going to be hyper sweaty. I want to be able to maximize my healing potential right off the rip. But if I do want to get mixy, I think the assault operators are the way to go, like you mentioned with D-Wolf. But then information is key to be able to find our crazy competitors here today. So of course you would want the recon area. Like, you really want the recon arrow.
Yeah, it's super valuable. And who knows, folks, we are playing custom games, right? So we're getting everybody into the lobby. They're all playing in the same map together. And we were doing a little bit of testing. I know the production team was working on this, and we found out that mantle bricks actually do spawn in customs as well. So who knows, we could see a mantle brick today. If we get a mantle brick in one of the 3 games, that would definitely spice things up as well. There's kind of a lot of options for what's going to happen, and that's the best part about operations in my mind. And as we talk about some of the strategies, I think some of these players get to showcase. I think the big thing to remind everybody is loot value. Your match total at the end is everything. That's your score to become the champion in this event. There are extra ways to score points, but you can't get so caught up in trying to complete that one mission to give you the extra points that you forget you need to loot. One way to loot, though, is kill other people on the map and take their loot. That will count towards you. So regardless of how valuable the loot is that people bring in, that won't count towards you. It could count against you, though, if you die. So something to definitely keep in mind while we're watching is that it's definitely high risk, high reward. And it looks like we are waiting on just one more player to ready up, finishing up their loadout, and then we're going to be dropping into the very first game, Tiff. And I'm pumped about Brackish. I'm very excited about Zero Dam as well, as a hyper aggressive map. And I do think that Brackish will really set the tone for what people will expect. And I guess the question I have for you is like, do you think people will break the mold when we get to Zero Dam and just go hyper aggressive because of the extra points? Or will they kind of stick with this, like, we still need to loot, we still need to loot, we still need to loot?
I know you were doing some theory crafting behind the show, and I don't want to leak any of those strats in case we do get to see them live on broadcast, because I know how you chatters are in the community. You're going to run right to your favorite creator and be like, hey, by the way, this is what they were leaking. We could potentially see this, and you should go try this out. So we're only going to say something if we see it, maybe, or maybe we'll give you the tips. But I do think we will see people that are more comfortable on Zero Dam. I mean, the POIs are incredibly close together. It's a really small area, but you can get aggressive. And with that 100,000 points bonus to each player that you eliminate, I think it's going to be a nice boon for them, 100%. Yeah. But since it is the first map that you're able to log right into, everyone should have the most experience and feel the most comfortable on that one.
Yeah, totally agree. Zero Dam is going to feel like home for a lot of these folks, and it'll either be a race to admin or, you know, maybe a little bit slower gameplay for those that are maybe not quite as comfortable. But even still, all we got to talk about right now is Brackish. It's right around the corner. Total score is what we're looking for, an extra 300,000 points to your overall score if you complete that specific mission we talked about. It's the Clipped Wings mission. This mission may not spawn. I think that's worth noting. This is one of those kind of rare missions that give you a lot more technic alloy for completing it. It may not be there, so there might be a chance that that we don't see that mission. I got word though, the game is about to be underway. They just booted it. Everybody's ready up. Everybody's got their loadouts. I'm excited to check out our map and see what these players decided to bring in with them going into Brackish. This is gonna set the tone, Tiff, and I can't be more excited to hear that tone. And we'll see if maybe it's extremely aggressive or it's going to be a lot more patient. Everybody's going to loot first.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting considering everyone had the same accounts coming in to determine what they decided to go with. Were they kind of peeking at other teams? Like maybe you just like pull up Landmark stream and you're like, hey, what are you doing over there? Like what weapons are we taking in? I know what I feel the most comfortable with, and I know as soon as you start upgrading your gear and getting the better ammo in place, making sure that you are ready to take whatever engagement is possible, because chances are some of our creators have not actually played on this map before, so they're kind of gonna go in a little blind and focus on gathering information first.
Yeah, definitely. Like I play this game a lot, and I don't know all the secrets of Brackish yet. Yeah. Like there's a lot more to this map than I think a lot of folks know yet. So it'll be fun to see who's played it a lot, who's gonna figure it out on the fly. Maybe somebody gets lucky. That's the name of the game. But you can't just get lucky. You've got to secure your kills and get out, folks. If you haven't played Operations, you got to know you have to extract at some point. And if the time runs out, this happened to me. While we're waiting on this map, this happened to me like yesterday, by the way. I ran out of time because I was greedy. Don't be too greedy. Get out with your good loot. Don't run out of time. I missed my dam extract on Zero Dam and I had to run for another one and I couldn't make it. It was terrible. Anyways, watch out for the timer. Make sure you don't get killed and get out before the game is done. We are loading into the very first game. We're going into Brackish. Couldn't be more excited. Now, Tiff, as we get into this, I know we're going to be paying attention to all of our streamer POVs, but I'm really excited to see our spectator in action for the very first time in Operations. We're going to be able to see a map potentially, maybe some flyovers, but also be able to kind of get a read on when we're watching people, how much loot they have and stuff like that. It's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be really, really competitive across the board. So it'll be cool to see all of our different player POVs. But Tiff, any specific player outside of that Landmark team that you want to see how they do in this event, or maybe you think they might pull out some crazy strategies we weren't expecting?
Maybe it's just me, but I know I was looking to farm my drops over on Aiden's stream in general, and I was pulling it up, and I saw some people in his chat, and they're like, no, you want to go 2 recons, 1 support operator, like get Stinger in there. And I'm like watching them kind of try to like give him some of those advice as he's getting ready to log into Brackish. But that is a squad that I'm just like, this could be really interesting. I mean, we know Aiden from a ton of titles and competitive throughout his background. He's just like kind of naturally gifted in the shooter realm. Like his aim is always on point. The movement is really cool to watch. So to be able to see him adapt that into Delta Force could be really unique for that squad.
Look, I'm telling you, Aiden picks up any title and he is an instant classic, an instant hero, an instant all-star, as it were. We are in the game for the very first time. Look at the right-hand side of your screen. We've got a map view, and you can already see these teams are really close. We have two different groups. I was talking about this before. You kind of have the town down below where we have three different teams next to each other. And we have two teams up in the scrambled mini-map area, the kind of hidden secret areas of what we look at as kind of this like laboratory space station. That's what we're seeing on the left-hand side with tens. This is going to look familiar if you've played Space City. Also, by the way, take a look at the top middle of your screen on the map view. Tiff, there's a mantle brick on this map if anybody decides to go for it.
Do it. Do it. Every time I've been a part of a Delta Force broadcast and we drop into the operations mode, how many times do we see mantle bricks drop in? Almost all of them. So to see that the Reapers are going to be one of the closest teams towards that, I would love to witness that. We know the Rangers on your screen. We got to witness that on the other side. We're already getting mixy, kind of looking into some of those HVTs. We're just trying to loot and figure things out as we go. But you see Aiden, he kind of locked in there. We'll check in because Landmark Squad, the team that you were hyping up, saying they are going to be one of the most formidable here today.
Yeah, there's a quick look at Gingy, who's what in the world? Gingy just one-clipped Huskers, and that was, I think, a full team wipe. Huskers instantly died, did not get knocked, which means that Viper squad is fully out of this game already. Okay, that was fast.
We're getting mixy. This is the aggressive nature that we thought we were going to see from the Hawks Landmarks team in particular. So to cut right on over to Gingy to see that outskirts of Museum to get all of that. Oh no, not the armor repair kits. Let's get your helmet back up. So she didn't go into that engagement and not take any damage. And then you can see that we're working on just getting back into a nice form. The healer, I'm telling you, playing Stinger, locking that in makes things in recovery such with ease.
Yeah, and this is, a quick look at this beautiful free cam shot, seeing the two different areas of this beautiful map. Really fun to see. Now, let's take a look at another squad. This is going to be a Sacriel squad. All three in, looking for maybe some of the safes over here on this side of the map, which can be a boon. It sounds like maybe there's some fights happening. Let's tune in.
Oh, that guy's insane.
There's two lit down there. One more. Nice.
Wait, did you kill all of them?
No, I got one.
All right. Well done, Sacriel, to be able to grab one. A nice little trade there. Unfortunately, I think that's a whole nother squad wiped. As expected, the Landmark, the Hawks team here, Landmark, Gingy, Hutch, they are wiping this lobby. Holy cow. Sacriel at least traded one, but that's, again, we're not playing zero damn Tiff, so that's not extra points. It was just a little bit of insult to injury, and at the very least, frankly, it weakens this team a little bit going into another team fight if they have one. As a quick reminder for those that haven't played operations in a little while, you can be knocked and full killed, and you go to a second timer where you can still be rescued, but you can't be full killed twice. So Landmark, if he gets full killed again, he's going to be out of this game. But what a start for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to witness that. And they already came in with the surgical kits that they needed to make sure that even though they had the broken bones, they can full reset and focus on going forward. We know they're in Museum. And then we're kind of just over here vibing with tens as he goes through his settings and just kind of wants to kit it on out. Let's see what Kaede and them are going to do here.
Could it be AI?
Yeah, they're looting up. I mean, and the thing is, too, let's get a quick look back at the replay first, actually. This was wild. I mean, obviously, Landmark weak down below. Sacriel goes for the no-scopes, as it were, the hip fire, and it works out for him. But Gingy comes in swinging, get it out. And I will say, too, like, I mean, obviously, there are some weapons that are better than others, etc. in certain circumstances. Gingy's going for more of an SMG play to play kind of backup for her team. And it's working out flawlessly, especially on some of those interior sides of the buildings. You're just going to have so much value out of the SMG.
I think they're right here. Oh, I hear them. They're like to the right. They're like behind that wall. I think we need to start crouch walking. Yeah, I think it sounds like they're to the right here. What the heck?
What do I hear?
That's me. That's me.
I love Kaide is like, oh yeah, new operator, let's use it. And it's actually really good in operations, but they're gonna push this fight here, Tiff. At very least picking up some AI if it's not a full team.
Kind of just waiting to see, but they found Nade Shot Symphony, and you can see in the back we do have the other player, and they just want to go into that opening line of sight, but Nade Shot gets dropped now. Symphony on the front line is gonna have to answer back for that one.
This is a huge fight. TP's trying to play kind of support from the back line, but they've lost one player, so it's gonna be a 3v2. Aiden knows these guys well, and TP gets fried by Aiden. Sif is in trouble all alone. Still alive. He catches one though. Can clean it up. Tits is gonna get cut down. Symphony trying to play spoiler, a 1v2. If Symphony pulls this out, Nature and TP owe him a couple gifted, and no chance.
No, not when Aiden doubles right on back.
Wait, oh my gosh. I can't put you down. Guys, be careful. Okay. Resing you.
He just throws him back down on the ground. I mean, I get it. Yes, we want to pick Tens back up. Get him healed on up after that fight.
Oh, this has been. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting some bloodshed in this one. I was not expecting the teams to get wiped this fast. This is going to dramatically affect our leaderboard. Here's a quick look back, by the way, at that fight. Here's Aiden just beaming TP from distance. A great shot. Symphony's able to clean up one, trades out one, but him winning a 1v2 there is going to be nearly impossible. And Aiden finds the angle and picks him up. Well done. Great plays from Aiden and the crew here. I'm getting away from production. The two teams left are this squad and the Hawks. That's it, Tiff. These are the only two teams alive.
Yeah, but the issue with the Hawk squad is they've already taken down the majority of the lobby. They were in the museum. They've kind of got looted items. And
left to right, left to right.
Wait, do they already have Aiden's team in their sights?
Yeah, this is about to be a team fight for the ages. Let's listen into what they're saying and how they communicate. Tactical shooters in their own right. Before we do that, look at this overhead look. They're already in fight, and Kaide's already down.
Did you?
I used a scanner on them.
One's pushing me, but I'm about to body him. They're like under this. They're low on my green ping. Under. Oh, just got bodied.
Where?
They're like across that little bridge down low.
I just saw them.
Was one here.
I'm gonna fix my armor again.
Tiff, I'm not sure Tins is gonna make it out of this alive. Oh, nice hit. Look, Hutch is like 1 HP in a dream.
I see one.
But this is gonna be so difficult.
Is that full? You full him?
Oh, that's a full. That's it.
Okay, that was probably the guys we were just...
That should be everyone, but can we talk about the way that Hutch was walking in, just tactically breaking down that area of the map, and we saw him go down to 5 HP, but because they are all three playing Stinger, we are just constantly chugging in that self-heal to get back into full form, and should have no issue getting out of here. Let's look back at it.
Oh, we're gonna see it from Tin's perspective this time around.
Oh, damn.
And just gets slammed, unfortunately. Saw the peek over the top and was looking for somebody down low. Here's a quick look, by the way, and this is where things get a little interesting, because if this is the only team alive, smartly, Landmark says, okay, for us to get the most value out of this loot, it's not actually taking the weapons. It takes up so much space in our gear. Instead, we're going to pull the ammo, purple ammo, quite expensive, and we're going to pull the attachments, the expensive ones, off of our opponents. Now, as you can tell, there are limits to what you can bring in. We have elected to make sure that only purple is the highest level. Anything purple is the highest level that you can bring in. Anything you can find on the map, you can keep, though. So worth noting on that, but a huge value here from these attachments, as we're going to see some classic operations inventory management.
I think we killed all. It's 5 teams.
So maybe, but these guys were fighting another team as well. So I think
can we just talk about how Landmark goes? I think we killed everybody. We have what, about 18 minutes, 30 seconds left to just roam Brackish for free, to do whatever we want, and maybe go grab that Mandel brick?
We know that that is the case. Unless their chat is
True.
Yeah, unless their chat is telling them that, they don't technically know. And I think what Landmark was saying was essentially like, hey, they were fighting another team. There could be 1 to 2 players, you know, lurking around that are still alive. But that I am blown away that went so fast. That was crazy.
The operation? Is that
Yeah,
why?
they could have.
Don't we get that? If no, they
No.
keep it, don't they?
No, I'm thinking if they picked it up, I don't know if it'll show up for us as well. I'm
It
not
looks
sure how that
like
works.
people already went in here.
We searched those guys' backpacks, right?
That's shooting.
Okay.
No, it's us running behind you, I think.
It does make you like quite unsure of everything that you're doing. So they are being very sussed out, making sure they looked into every player's loot. And then also the fact that this has all been looted. Plus we saw 2 different squads over here, which they were saying, hey, they just fought someone. Let's clear it all out. So they're sticking together and basically going to do everything, just checking all of the angles, watching their backs and just approaching cautiously.
Oh, this is it. This is where the elevator is. We gotta take up.
Okay.
I've never been past this part though.
You hear that running somewhere?
I'm calling it.
Yeah, they're playing timid, and it makes sense. Like, this is how you play operations, especially when you know there's some sweats on the other teams. You know they're really strong. If you get caught off guard and you get wiped, again, remember, if Landmark gets full killed, he's out of this game, and they'll have to share his loot and split it up accordingly. That's like a spread of I think he was carrying about $1 million in value. So like that's a spread of about $1 million on your scoreline, which is gigantic. He cannot full die. Will he full die? No, likely not, unless something catastrophic happens with some of the AI on the map. But he doesn't know that, right? And so because of that, they're gonna play a little bit slow and make sure they loot up what they can, and then also make sure they get out.
Just making sure they didn't get lost.
It is respectable. I'm curious to see like when they are going to extract, if they're going to wait maybe a couple of minutes and try to see, can we find anything that's crazy worth maybe even more high value? Because I was kind of lurking around to see what some of our players were extracting with. And I think Aiden's team, who just went out, Aiden in particular, I think it was about around a 59,000 score from failing that extraction.
Yeah, great shout there.
Chat, while we got a little bit of downtime, Delta Force is free to play on Steam. Go and check it out yourself. There's all different game modes. There is an extraction shooter game mode as well, if that's up your alley.
Heck yeah, Landmark, thanks for the call out. Definitely go download Delta Force right now. It's brand new and it's open beta. It's for free. Get involved. Here's a quick look, by the way. I love our spectators. I love our production. We get to see that we can actually scroll through his loot and take a look at it. So you can see he's playing with the Scar and the G3, playing with around $1 million or so in overall loot value that he's able to bring out, which is obviously not including the stuff he brought in. So that's a $1 million extraction, if you will, which is really strong, especially with kind of the limitations we've put on them. So this is pretty cool to be able to see that. I think his teammates were somewhere around the neighborhood of like 500 to 600. So they might walk out of here with 2 million in total or something close to that. Whereas their opponents, with everybody dead, it's just about TIFF. The only thing they could have earned is anything they put in their safe box. And so because of that, I think they're going to have a gigantic lead going into game 2.
Especially when we go into game 2 and you get that extra 100,000 for every player killed based off what we've seen thus far here, but got to keep your eye on that HP. Luckily, we're Stinger. Luckily, we can start locking in those self-heals because, like you said, Ghosh, he cannot fall and go out again.
Yeah, this is.
Bro, we gotta get that pirate scope out of your inventory, dog. Those things are like 11,000 maybe, taking up 2 slots.
Where else do we?
He's gotta find some better loot.
A little clean there for the gunner.
Yeah, another gunner.
I think slowly but surely, Tiff, they're starting to realize, yeah, I don't think anybody else is in here. And so they're going to wipe their way through this, find the best loot that they can. Again, I want to remind you of the format while we take a look at everybody. You can see Gingy's actually carrying the brunt of the... Does she have a key card? What a genius move. I think she may have either bought or found this key card in mid-map. The key cards are extremely rare, and they only open certain doors a certain amount of times. It's 20 times that you can open that door and get the extra loot. Look at this. This is giant. Gingy's carrying 1.5 mil and counting. Holy.
CEO conference room.
Nice, Gingy.
Immediately throwing that in the safe box. Let's go. Brings her up to almost 2 million. This is such a substantial lead once we see them extract with this.
Yeah, and it looks like they were able to pick up some of those key cards to help with his value. I think the fossil, I think it goes for around like 300K, something like that, if not a bit more. So giant that Gingy found that and was able to use the key card. That's the first epic item I think we've seen on broadcast already, with picking up the fossil on the very first launch of the very first game. That's pretty impressive. This is wild. So this is gonna be huge value for this squad.
Everyone waiting on us right now? I mean, hey, we gotta get points.
Pick up your loot. Yeah, I don't know.
Is everyone waiting on us? No, we are just here to watch you guys loot, because we do have one loot goblin on the broadcast already. His name is Goj. He told us in the earlier show part that he missed his extraction timers because he was too busy looting. So this is actually all par for the course right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, it gives us time to talk about it. Again, like, some of the format stuff is important. Like, it's exciting. That, you know, we're kind of limiting what they can bring in. They had to bring in tier 4 stuff only, all purple. It's tier 4 for you. You can go one higher, tier 5 gold, and it slaps, but tier 4 is limit. And then it's just whatever they can find. So you also might see if they're able to find, you know, ammo types on some of the AI, etc. That could be useful in future maps as well. But fun stuff here, and they're getting some good loot. If you haven't played Brackish, you definitely got to check it out. Make sure you level up high enough to be able to play it, and be ready to sweat. Players on this map are quite sweaty, like the squad on our screen right now.
I think that was...
Hey, if you're gonna pick up a mission, it gets you another 40. So, like, look, we're just all about maximizing our value. So when we extract, we have such an insane lead that it's gonna be so tough for someone to carve back onto it.
So they're actually doing one of those missions right now. This one, you're going to open up this safe, and then there's going to be, you like drill it open, and there's going to be a bunch of small little safes in there that you have to unlock. And you do this by hitting the space bar on each of those lines. That'll open them up. While you're opening these, usually some of the AI will come storming in, so they're going to kind of trade out, because this is a team game, folks, all right? Okay. If you've done missions like this and you're not helping out your squad and trading off who's shooting at AI, you're doing it wrong.
Excellent operation.
I'm like looking for all the goodies.
I know. Well, the problem is, like, they've already got fantastic loot, and so sometimes you open up those stations, you're like, well, I don't need any of this. Like, 26,000 is nice if you're playing like normal, but looks like Landmark maybe could think he could fit a cutlass in, but it's not looking like it. Ammo is just so expensive. The tier 4 ammo is so good and expensive that that's what you're prioritizing. They wiped so many teams, they've got a ton of it.
I don't even know, because I can't see the map.
Ooh, that is a valuable thing here. It's like, look, we are inside the building and we got to figure out a way to get back out.
Yeah.
What is our nearest extraction? And then what do we go from here? Because a lot of people don't have that experience on Brackish just yet, but we know how many hours of Delta Force has been played by this crew, so they should be fine. I have faith.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Getting out of the headquarters area up here is actually quite... If you haven't played the Mapathon, it is quite confusing. And so, especially when you're in this kind of scrambled mini-map section, this kind of secret area where you see that no signal, not seeing the map is... It can get really... Not frustrating is not even the right word. It just gets hard. It's just difficult. Like, trying to figure out how to get out of here. It's like a maze. I think finally Hutch and the crew have figured it out. Now, right now, the only thing we're worried about... They're pretty much full in their backpacks here, Tiff. The only thing we're worried about is extracting. That's it. We've got great loot. Gingy's over 2 mil by herself. We just got to get out of here, and we got to make sure that the time doesn't run out as we get out of here.
I mean, we're just doing some...
Oh my gosh. I went and found Okay, so I need to know how to get out of here. You back this way.
There's a lever.
I do love a nice key card.
Oh my gosh. The Gingy luck today is crazy. Pulls a fossil and then pulls a key card. Gingy already has the key cards, but pulls another key card in game, which is worth another 2.3 mil. Loot value at 4.3 mil as an individual. That is absurd. What a pull from Gingy. Now Gingy was like, get me out. How do I get out of here? Get me to the extraction right now. This is going to be a gigantic lead in the very first game.
Well, you immediately see her throw the key card into the safe box because we don't want to lose that in any way, shape, or form. It's like everything that is of the utmost value goes straight into that. And now that we're getting out of there, we can start focusing on extraction. And we're just under 8 minutes. Should be plenty of time.
Oh, we're completely out of the building.
I'm in the Royal. I'm going to the Royal Museum.
Oh.
Wherever that is.
I don't know if Landmark's played Brackish yet. The other key here is in Brackish and Space City and a lot of these maps, if you haven't played them, your extraction points have basically criteria to them. So there are some extraction points that you have to drop your backpack to get out, which is, in a couple of different maps. But then also it's like pulling levers, turning on power, things like that. So they're going to go into the museum to pull this lever. That will open up, I believe, the bath extract on the northern side of the map.
Yes, that's the one that I just recently saw played. So we immediately kind of crank this lever right here, and then that should make them go all the way towards the north of the map, and it'll ping right up there as soon as they check it, and it shouldn't be too difficult for them to make happen in about 7 minutes. I think it was like a 5-minute timer on it.
Yeah, that's right, and they're right on time to be able to get over there. There are definitely going to be some AI in the way, but it's not going to be an issue. This squad, if this full squad gets wiped by AI, I eat a shoe. I mean, it's just not going to happen. So they're going to be walking out with a ton. We saw a look at Gingy's inventory. We saw a look at Landmark's inventory. Just those two combined, I think they're averaging somewhere around I think it's a total of 5.5 mil. I think Landmark's holding 1.2 mil. Gingy's on 4.3 mil. And I think Hutch was somewhere around 700K. A ridiculous first map for this team.
I think it's so huge to kind of kick things off, considering we are playing 3 maps. And then you get those bonus in the next map for the player kills. So to see what they've already accomplished and how many people they've taken out, this is going to make them, like you were talking about at the top of the show, the targeted squad. You don't know if someone's going to come in and be like, okay, we focus on taking Landmark out right off the rip, and then we can basically do whatever we want and fight other teams throughout.
Yeah, it's a problem because the risk reward of that, taking down this team is going to be really difficult. If you can, you've set everybody up for success. But if you can't, you've just chalked your second game of 3. I wonder if some of these teams are going to try to prioritize looting and running more than fighting early. This is maybe a wake-up call for a lot of squads. But here's that extraction we were talking about. This is the bath extraction up in the top kind of middle right of this map. They're going to be able to be here and extract, but it will take a full 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So this was a little bit what I was worried about. They timed it near perfectly, but if they were any slower to get to that lever pull, if they didn't know, they don't make it out, and all of that loot besides safe box is not going home with them. Still would have been a nice lead, but not nearly the lead that they're going to be able to execute on here. So they do have to wait the full almost 3 minutes that are left. 2 minutes slower, Tiff, they don't get out.
Exactly. And I'm starting to get really nervous for them, but I think it'll be totally fine. Because if anything happens, right? Could you just imagine that they falter with all of the items that they had? Just that safe box, you can see the fossil, the stamina, and then also that key card that was worth over 2 mil. Solid. But why just be good when you can be insanely good in the league? We don't settle for average here.
Yeah, also, Gingy just casually going over to a bird's nest and pulling a motherboard,
it's fine.
Gingy, relax, all right? You're crushing everybody. Your loot goblin self is dominating right now. This is unbelievable.
All I know is I need Gingy's luck in my life. Look, I know I was talking about luck earlier. I was like, you can change your luck. You just work around it. No, we need Gingy's luck.
They said they're ROG gaming PCs. I don't know. As long as it doesn't have no Intel processor.
Landmark talking trash. He's going to be giving away that to his community, I can only expect. We'll see if they can continue the prowess in this first map. Okay, so I guess maybe Tiff, here's a quick look, by the way. You can see Hutch at a little actually higher than I thought. So 840, and Landmarker's at like 1.3. Gingy's going to be at like 4.4 now, I think. Yeah, you guys can do the math. That's like 6.5 mil, I want to say, between the three of them. And I'm not sure anybody else got more than maybe a couple 100K through their safe box, maybe. If anything, I think it would probably be that Tins, Kaide, and Aiden squad that maybe were able to take some out in their safe box. But my goodness, what a first map for this team, and really set the tone for what everybody else needs to do.
Yeah, but like, how would anyone have had time to focus on what they were putting in their safe? Because they were continuously fighting.
Yeah.
Continuously fighting off the rip. Like, you saw that initial map view where we kind of pulled it back, and here's a little update of them looking to extract all the way at the far north, and just 40 seconds left. But it was like 4 teams dead center of Brackish, and then the 2 that were initially down by the Tower of Babel. So, I mean, we were all just ready to fight immediately.
Yeah, no, that is definitely the case. Like, the spawns will dictate some of these team fights. Like, as much as some players or teams want to be hyper aggressive or otherwise, like if you just pull a spawn that isn't near anybody, like that dictates the pace of play, at least for the beginning of the map. So spawn knowledge is going to be extremely important, especially as we move into the second map, and excited to kind of talk about that when we get into it. I think we have some fun updates for people at home as well, so I'll keep you updated on that once it's all confirmed. But finally, we get the chance to see them extract out of here. Congratulations to easily our top squad. You can see them popping out of the map, taking the helicopter, and getting the heck out of here. Brackish was fun, and frankly, highway robbery is what this team was able to do right there. That was unbelievable. GG's indeed for this Hawk squad, dominating the very first game with nearly around 6.5 probably total score is my rough caster math, Tiff. What do you think about the first map? I don't know that it went the way we expected, but it was a lot of fun.
I mean, it definitely went the way expected if you're Landmark's team, but for all of our other squads and us kind of witnessing that, it was fun to watch them already get into those interactions, because you did see some brief moments where Landmark's team, you know, yeah, they're great, but they're not invincible, right? Because you got Sacriel, who literally pulls that one on him on the staircase with Gingy kind of lying in wait with the SMG to kind of answer back for that. That just goes to show you that they're already poised in their positions to just kind of suss out everything in a building when they walk in and identify on those sound cues where teams might be playing and how to pick them off. So to be able to go into that right off the rip on Brackish and know what you're going up against when you move into the next map, I want to see how teams are going to counteract them.
Yeah, totally agree. Let's take a look back on some of the replays, highlights from this last map, because there certainly were plenty of them, albeit they went very, very quick. A look back at our beautiful spectator free cam view of where all the teams were at, and a couple teams up in the Tower of Babel were making quick work of some of the AI in the area, but unfortunately ran into some opponents. So we saw Tins, Kaide, Aiden have some early success. They were actually the second to last team on the map, but this started things off, Tiff. We saw Huskers get one clip the end of that fight. Sacriel was able to trade out one, but was the last remaining player for his team as Gingy came in and played cleanup yet again. This is wild.
Yeah, it really is. And immediately when you see kind of Aiden, Kaide, Tens take down Symphony, Nadeshot, Teeth, I mean, we were going straight into that area, and Aiden with that shot on a TP in the back line. I love that we bring the recon arrow out to try and find that information, but as soon as we do it, immediately punished.
Yeah, look, and frankly, I think that Nadeshot TP Symphony squad actually had a nice little setup there to be able to win that fight. The problem is they've got to remember that this is a tactical shooter. So I know Nadeshot was playing in the warfare mode, needed to slow down there and take more cover. It was a great play to get info, but unfortunately couldn't execute on it. And then there was the final kill on the other side as Hutch kind of shows off, taking down the sniper AI from distance. But the final kill, Tins was the final player left alive besides this Hawk squad. Technically second on the map, but it's all about the loot you extract with. And well, as we know, only one team extracted. And when this team was the last squad alive, they said, well, let's get the most value that we can. We got a fossil, we got a key card, and we got a ton of loot and the extract in the nick of time. 2 minutes on the clock, I believe, remaining when they got out. They really milked this map for all it's worth, and I could appreciate it. That's operations right there, Tiff.
That is actually the best way to put it out, because I was like, man, maybe we're going to get more teams extracting. Maybe we can see what other teams come back. But if that's how the first game of the day is going to go through, then honestly, I'm just ready to see what we do for game number 2. Like I said earlier, some things have got to change. We cannot let this trio just completely run amok. I mean, it's to be expected. They have a ton of experience in extraction shooters, a ton of experience in Delta Force, and obviously a ton of skill/luck when it comes to finding all that high-valued loot.
Yeah, top squad for a reason. We'll see if they can maintain their spot at the top of the leaderboard. We'll get those leaderboards updated for you and show them as soon as we can. But while we do that, a couple quick reminders. Make sure you drop a follow wherever you're watching us right now. We're live all over the place, and well, Delta Force has got every social media that you can think of, folks. So drop a follow them for all news, updates, events you might be able to get be a part of, giveaways. There's always something happening in the Delta Force world. There's a bunch of show matches happening over the next several weeks as well, and then obviously some massive updates. So drop a follow. It's all down in the YouTube description or on Twitch. There's panels down below to help you out and get involved in all things Delta Force. And one more time, I want to remind you too, Google Play Games. Delta Force is coming to mobile January 20th. App Store, Google Play Store, and the Google Play Games. This is big, and you're not going to want to miss it. You can pre-register now, and then the games will launch on mobile on the 20th of January. But our leaderboards are ready for today, Tiff. Let's take a look at how that first map went. I know we know in theory, but here's the actual numbers. This is nuts. So as expected, some folks earned some things, but on the other side, the top squad is the top squad by 6 million.
Yeah, that is a stark difference compared to the rest of our teams in the lobby. Like, you look down at the Vipers there. Cooper's the only one that had potentially anything in that safe box worth 16.9k. So at least we're on the board with something, but then the differentials between each of our squads here today is just such a wild difference. I can say that the Rangers, you know, we saw Aiden. I said, hey, I saw him extract with 59, so we'll see what they kind of walk away with. But Tens must have had something in that safe box worth a decent amount. So to get them up to 300k, knowing that we get 100k per player killed on game number 2, can we carve back on that? Like, something has to happen here to take down the Hawks.
Yeah, and I think the 300k, like, I think, you know, it's in theory it sounds okay, and frankly it's not bad for just safe box. You know, they all died, and it's just whatever's in your safe box, and Tens had, like you said, decent amount of stuff in there, so it all works out for them, kind of. The thing is, unfortunately, Gingy found a key card that is 2.3 mil. I mean, that is a massive difference maker. You know, you wish that at the end of the day, you know, maybe you walk out of there with, everybody's hoping that that team walks out of there with maybe like 2 mil, and then it would be possible to catch them maybe in map 2 rather than having to catch them in 2 maps back to back. Right now, this is a race not against the clock anymore. It's a race against the Hawks. It is how fast can we kill them so that everybody else can start slowly but surely closing that gap. And they're going to need a bit of luck. We've got to keep pulling epics for the other teams here, Tiff. We've got to keep pulling epics, and frankly, another key card for anybody else would be a gigantic boon, or who knows, the classic, the tried and true. I've only seen it pulled a couple times, the Heart of Africa worth 13 mil. All it takes is one item, and all of a sudden you could be at the top of the leaderboard. I'm pumped about this, but I've got some updates from production as well. We're changing things up, folks. We fly by the seat of our pants. Why the heck not? We want to see Leali Grove Game 2. So instead of Zero Dam, we're going to Leali Grove. There's going to be more room to work with for some of our teams. And so we're going to see what these players are able to do with that room. If it's going to come down to looting a lot more and then taking down the top team, or maybe somebody wipes this Hawk squad very early and has a massive map to work with. All I know is, Tiff, we're headed to Leali, and this map is big.
Hey, look, more space for our teams to maybe stay away from each other so they're not like all on top of each other 4 minutes into the map, because we do have that game 2 bonus of 100k per player, but with 15 players in the lobby, that gives everyone a total of 1.5k. If you kind of take out your team, you're looking for 1.2 mil potential bonus if you're like an absolute warlord out there and take down everyone. But when you have a differential of about 6.2 mil on the Hawks team, that's not going to get you too close. So I think you're right. I think they are going to need something crazy coming through on the loot.
Yeah, great shout. Honestly, you're really good at your job because I totally forgot about the kill bonuses, okay? I'm just so distracted by the 6.3 mil that the Hawks extracted with that. Yeah, you're 100% right. This map's going to be bigger. There's going to be more room to work with, but you do gain value for getting those kills, 100K per kill. And so, yeah, I don't know. What's the strategy here for Leali? Because we want to traverse this map pretty quickly in order to maybe secure some kills, but also, yeah, that's not going to close the margin enough. You need loot and kills if you're ever going to catch this team at the top. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe even if the lobby is going to try to hunt down this Hawk squad in kind of like they can't actually team, but maybe they're all trying to look for this team and only fight that squad. I don't know what's about to happen. All I know is it's going to be a dang good time. While we're waiting for this second map, folks, Leali Grove right around the corner. Let's take a quick look at operations. If you don't know this game mode, you don't know exactly what's going to happen, let's take a look at this quick video.
Originally formed by past members of Delta Force, the Global Threat Initiative is an elite team of international peacekeepers. We are presently stationed in Asara, where tech giant Havoc Group's use of AI-powered weapons has incited a vicious uprising from the local Asara Guard militia. As a member of GTI's crack team of operators, you will engage in multiple zones across Asara.
Get ready, soldier.
Your mission: secure intelligence and supplies, neutralize hostiles,
Let's go there.
and extract within the allotted time.
Pin me down.
Or as we say in the business, loot, shoot, and time to scoot.
Nice work. Get out now.
Each combat zone presents unique challenges with specific entry requirements.
Nothing complicated. Take this chance to familiarize yourself with tactics.
Choose your weapons, ammo, gear, and meds with careful consideration of the region. GTI offers an extensive armory with modification possibilities in the thousands. You will have full autonomy of your loadout. Operators are reminded to plan their loadouts carefully. Failure to extract or defeat by hostiles results in the loss of all carried gear and items.
Make sure the mission goes smoothly. We'll be following your progress.
The only exception is items in your safe box, which will be available on return to the Black Site. As you gain experience, you will be cleared for classified operations, which carry higher risks, but greater rewards. Once behind enemy lines, use your map to identify resources, missions, and extraction points. Plan your route efficiently. Every second counts. Search thoroughly for valuable loot, and prioritize retrieving Havoc's Mandelbricks for lucrative rewards. And remember, others' losses are your gains. Search hostiles after taking them down. When you're ready, plan a safe route to an extraction point to get back to base with your hard-earned loot. Extraction points vary. Some are always available, while others open randomly or have specific requirements.
The extra basket. Welcome back.
Back at the Black Site, you're free to do with your spoils as you see fit. You may choose to keep your loot for future operations. You may also decide to sell your loot in the auction house. Technic alloy you earn from these sales can be reinvested elsewhere. Finally, you can use your loot to upgrade the Black Site, enhancing your perks and abilities in the process, while also increasing the resources available to you. You are now briefed and ready for Delta Force operations. Prepare to deploy.
all things operations. You got to learn here in the booth, but also we've got incredible instructional videos. That was a great video to understand how this all works. Folks, if you have questions, feel free to ask. This is Operations All-Stars, and we certainly have some other folks you can go check out and learn from, because the team at the top, that Hawk squad, yeah, they're up by about 6 million on their opponents right now. But we're headed to Leali Grove, where kills count for extra, but loot is everything. And Tiff, well, during that little break that we had there watching that video, you and I were checking out some of these streams, and I'm getting word that maybe Aiden's calling in some help from his community. So let's see if that works out for him as we head into Leali Grove. Let's take a look at this game and this map. Yeah, definitely much more spread out, but look at where the Hawks team is, bottom right. They are alone at the bottom right in the blue wharf, headed up, likely sprinting towards the Empress Hotel bottom mid. Yeah, the Hawks have a nice advantage on their map spawn, but reminder, kills also count for points. So a lot going on here we could talk about.
Yeah, I think that we were already seeing some changes that we witnessed from game number 1. So you kind of talked about it. You had some people in the community that were answering back and just kind of trying to give little tidbits and tricks, but they've already navigated to bringing in the Luna. They've got 2 stingers, and that was what their community was telling them was quote unquote meta for this, right? So just focus on playing your game now and loot up.
You're the man? Yeah. I looted one.
There's one right here.
Are you okay? Oh my god, your leg, bro. Holy shit.
Bro, your character's like limping.
I fell off a little cliff and broke my leg, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Aiden, unfortunately, if you jump off a cliff, you're gonna break your leg. You gotta use your bandages, surgical kits, etc. Patch that back up and get back on your feet. That's so funny.
But it was a little cliff. Like, it was a little one. It's not just a flesh wound here. We are literally breaking bones, but playing off that audio cue up here and just kind of vibing, right? So you're gonna get to see what they're using. Like, you bring in the scar here. Hey, gotta find stuff that's worth value here.
Yeah, this is such a fun convo, as I think Aiden's trying to figure out how to heal his leg. Swag getting cut down.
Oh no.
Swag's immediately down. Oh wait. Did Swag run through the mines?
Are you dead, or wait, can I get you up still?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Swag ran through the minefield and full died to the map.
It says danger mines. It's right there.
Oh.
Help him. He can't get up.
Oh my gosh. You can get him. It is possible. He's still in the game. That's that yellow timer we were talking about.
How do I heal my vest?
I mean this in the best way possible, but right now, Leali Grove, the map, has a higher score than this team.
Stop. Stop. Someone needs to give Swag some life alert if he's going to come back to this map, because Cooper's like, all right, how am I going to get him back on up?
You see him? I see him.
Leali Grove's got 100 points on our leaderboard. We got to add that to the leaderboard. Leali Grove is now a team. The map itself has a single kill. Oh my goodness.
My grenades?
Yeah.
Is he inside?
Yeah. Not fifth ring. Yeah.
In the first room or second?
Not sure.
Oh! Got 2 of us.
Oh no.
I killed him. He's dead.
Nice. Okay, that's 3 kills. Good shit. Spacing, dude, you're behind me. I can't see.
I know. Wait, the timing of him peeking us in the grenades is perfect. But
did we just get a full wipe onto Symphony, Nade Shot, and TP right there? Because I know Symphony was like a menace inside that building to put the pressure onto Sacriel, Target, and co. But like Tarek, but did they actually?
Yeah.
Get the full wipe?
They did. So yet again, Symphony was last alive. On the other side, you saw one go down. Symphony then, it looked like maybe even a sniper or just a couple of headshots took down one player. And then the triple blaster, again, we pulled out a D-Wolf, and the operator proves successful. The triple blaster takes down Symphony. Symphony, Nade Shot, Teep, they're out of the lobby already.
That's 3 kills.
Did we get the points, by the way? Or is it automatic?
No, we need to, well, that's the thing. We need to loot the, we need to loot their crates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tiff, this is a big moment too. It looks like, oh, wait a minute. I'll get into the math later. They've earned like 300,000 extra points. That's fantastic. They're going to get those points no matter what. But this squad is creeping up on the Reapers. Here we go.
One coming out of the door, I think.
Did you kill them? Yeah.
They're running, I think.
Down one?
Nice.
I got Eric.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Aiden gets cut down too. This is a 2v2. 2 knocked right now.
I died.
I mean, if we're opening this up with Tarek, I mean, we are getting into it, but the trade comes through and Tens, this is a way to kind of clean up and answer on back, and then that's another knock. Okay, this is going to be potentially all 3 of them, but we've got to stay healthy.
Ran in the building.
It's a 2v1.
Did
you kill the other one? Did you kill the other one?
No, where?
I'm hurt. I'm healing first, and then I'll res.
Wait, I'm looking at our kill feed. That's it. That was a wipe. That was Sakura getting killed there. So what happened is the other bled out, and then it sounds like Kaide went around the other side, picked up Sakura, the last remaining player, full wiped them. So it does look like that Tarek squad does receive the 300,000 points from the 3 kills they got, plus whatever in their safe boxes, but that's it. Whereas that Aiden, Kaide, and 10 squad just picked up 300K and are still alive. So a huge boon for that team who is already in 2nd place.
Get out of here.
It's Mio _ just subscribe.
Well, done and dusted. Checking in with the team at the top of the leaderboard right now. It's the Hawks, and well, they've been kind of benefiting from that like solo spawn in, right? Not a single team nearby them. They've been focusing on the tasks at hand, just kind of doing whatever missions, looking for safes, and quite just staying together and looting. But for Huskers, Swag, Cooper, the fact that we see Swag with HP on our screen means we're back up, but we're already getting pressure from afar.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back. Yeah,
Oh, oh my God! Wait, is that an actual guy or is that AI?
It do feel like they're real sometimes, but sometimes those AI hit hard.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. That got me. Also, let's take a look at the bottom middle of Swag's screen. Swag's in trouble. I think he's missing a lot of the loot that he needed. Both his legs are broken. Both of his arms are broken. He's concussed. And a lot of other status effects. This guy's in a blender right now, unfortunately, and I don't think he's got the heals that he needs. It looks like he's missing a lot of his gear. I think what maybe happened is that he died to the mines, and then I don't actually know. He died to the mines. That's all I know. And he's back up, which is good.
It's just a flesh wound, Goj. We need surgical kits. We need everything, but he also only has 28 bullets in the weapon.
My leg's still broken.
So like we are just living on just whatever we can find at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He also, yeah, he just has no loot. He's using AI's gun. That Bison is like one of the guns you can pick up from the AI. So something happened for sure. But even still, they're gonna move on their way. Hey, they're still alive. They're doing better than some of the other teams. Already had a couple wipe squads. So.
Okay.
But my eyes are on this team for sure because they've already secured 300,000 from the kill bonuses from this map. And then the question is how much loot they can pull out. Right now, Tins is on, 636K, which is solid. And anything he takes from this person that he can fit, especially ammo. Look at that. 160 round pack of 7.62 of tier 4 ammo is, I think that was a 50K, 60K swing on his loot value.
Oh,
I got cooked. I don't know where. It's Gingy.
Genji's here? Landmark's here? Let's get into it.
I'm wrapping around.
Got him, nice.
He's running.
I don't blame him.
The other guy's, I think, over here.
Good.
Oh, he downed me instantly.
Moving left.
Catch him with you. Got him. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, he almost killed both of us.
Healing in progress.
I guess he's got that vector. That thing is disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. That might be the hardest line of 2024, and it's the end of the year. They fought the team, wiped everybody besides Huskers. Gigi said he's running, and Landmark said, I don't blame him. Incredible. Nice team wipe from the Hawks. It's an extra 300K going to their loot. I will give some credit there to Huskers, though. You heard Landmark say, almost wiped both of us. Huskers beamed down Gingy and almost took down another, but ends up falling finally. That's a third squad wiped. And I believe that means yet again, this squad and our Hawks are the only two teams remaining.
Is that an NPC? Oops. No, that was a fucking NPC. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me.
They are so horrifying, right? Because you don't know where you're being shot from, and something that's different than when you get those people that have just like just always play extraction is they play more timid. You're playing off your audio cues. You're trying to ping and determine, and you kind of already know where those AI are going to be lurking about. But like, I mean, we just basically saw off Swag, right? They have the sniper that's kind of up on the ledge and immediately peeks over at him, and he just like lasers him. He's like, oh, I did that.
Oh wait, 1 second. I'm gonna see how much this other gun's worth.
I already grabbed it. It's in my slot.
You grabbed Terrace?
I didn't have one.
Yeah, make
No,
sure you
there's a
guys
different
have.
one. Wait,
I
Ty.
did take 2
Oh,
guns
this
as
one.
well.
Let me see what one's worth more. Oh, this one. Oh, this one's
You
worth
should
way
have 2
more.
guns. You can hold 2.
Yeah, this one's worth
Yeah.
way more.
I have a $420,000 one. You?
Mine is almost 400. Okay, wait, we should regroup with Aiden right now.
I'm waiting. I'm not
Okay,
moving.
wait. I'm just quickly checking to see if there's any attachments. No.
I really like the comms from this team, Tiff. Specifically because they're talking about making sure they play together, one, but also making sure they get the most value out of their loot. Super key about our match total at the top. You can see Tins has more space in his backpack, up to 900k at this point. This is the pace that we needed from this team looting wise to start closing the gap on their opponents, especially with the extra 300k. Right now, they're trying to determine, okay, which weapon is worth more. Reminder, the loot you bring in does not count towards that total. So you need to bring out loot that is not loot you brought in and is more valuable. So some keys to success, and this team's figuring it out. I want to take a quick look at the map view. As a reminder, by the way, we've got all our players still on the map where they died. So you can see Aiden, Tins, Kaide leaving the wreckage that is the Transnova station where everybody died. Down at the bottom left-hand corner of this map view, you can see the recently wiped Swag, Cooper, Huskers, where the Hawks team is. And they're actually running in opposite directions right now. We'll see where the Hawks end up going. They're probably going to go to maybe substation. But we've got Aiden's squad, the Rangers, going all the way up to the far north-hand side. We probably won't see them fight for a little while, if ever, depending on where everybody goes. I really like the Ranger strategy here to head up to the north side of Leali to go get even better loot. They know they need to close the gap on the Hawks.
All right, let's do it.
Did she just say she has all the keys for this as well? Well, we shouldn't even expect that. Like, of course, we know Gingy just would have all the things that she needs to make that happen. Now, we saw them extract with north of 6 mil after game number 1. They've already got some slight bonuses from wiping another squad. So minimum an extra 300k to go along with whatever they find now. But you're right. I don't know if we'll actually see those two teams left kind of intersect with each other here on Leali Grove. I think they might just be able to focus on looting, extracting, and just doing missions, unless for some reason something drags them closer together.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm now looking at that minimap and the ping that Gingy has down. That is in the direction of our opponents. So maybe they do end up running against each other. The big thing here is that Gingy does have some of the key cards for this map, like she mentioned. So because she went out of her way to get those key cards during kind of the loadout phase, if you will, that will dictate where they want to go on the map. Those key cards will open up kind of secret areas on the map that are closed off to the public if you don't have one, and they usually have the best loot in them. So she's going to be going straight for those key cards. I'm not sure exactly which one she has, but I can expect it's probably the north side of this map in the lab area that she's going to be going to figure out where the best loot is. So we'll see. But they are still worried about running into this final team.
Yeah. I'm deaf, bro. Don't ask me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely near us over here.
Sounded like it was like right here for me.
Oh, wow. They have already full sent towards the north. And you can see just how close they are trying to play off those audio cues. You can see some of the noise that's coming from that Kaide, Aiden, Tens area. And I think that's exactly what Landmark's team needs for them to kind of make that play, find the safest route over towards that area.
Yeah, again, I really thought they were going to go maybe substation, then swing around to the left-hand side. But at the end of the day, the lab is going to have the most value loot. So that's what they want. But
looter shooter extraction mode.
I'll go first.
This is one of the 2 main game modes in Delta Force, which is free to play, available on Steam as well. Thanks, Hippo.
Shout out to Landmark plugging the game. This doesn't get you excited to play Operations, and Delta Force, I don't know what will.
Doors open here.
I would want to be able to play and just think I could stay alive and have as much looting potential as Gingy, Landmark, and Hutch, but like, it doesn't work that way for me. I'm one of those people that when I see things, I just think I can chow them instantly, so I play a little too forward for extraction shooters, so, but it just makes it more fun when I log into Operations.
Oh, it looks like they know.
Yeah, they're here.
They hear footsteps. Here we go.
Is that above us? AI's calm. If they don't, guys, if AI's calm, if they don't calm, it's players. And this is players. Oh. I don't hear any calming.
Yeah, I hear one in this hallway right here.
Oh, up.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my.
Both dead.
Oh.
I jumped.
My.
Dude.
I saw that.
Goodness.
Did we just witness like highway robbery? Because we were not paying attention to that upper mirror and window, which is exactly where they would want to approach. You want to take the safest course of action that's going to give you everything that you need. We have to watch that one back.
Yeah, I want to watch this from Hutch. Hutch comes in and hits the 1-2, buckle my shoe, and takes the whole team down. But Aiden was the one playing Overwatch, and I think Aiden actually gets knocked by Landmark, who takes that top angle. Look, we're here to learn about Operations. That is the perfect play. They set up the perfect kill box to take down a full team by addressing the team from a couple different angles at the same time. We knew this team was going to be the top team, but that was near flawless teamwork. And a laugh and a chuckle, they know that their leaderboard total after this one, as long as they get out of here, is going to be nearly insurmountable. What a nice play as a team. The chemistry is going crazy.
And now they can just start taking and going through all of their loot. They have another full squad wipe, so an extra 300k for at least 600k just in bonuses alone. And with your loot value about to eclipse $1 million, like this is already just going to make that lead such a difference that no one's going to be able to counteract that moving into game 3.
Like the sights have to be.
Drop all my stuff.
Running outside.
This is what I call loot Tetris, Tiff. You just go through all the different loot, figure out how it can fit in the slots that you need, especially when you're trying to maximize for an event like this.
Right,
and I think, again, reminder, these players don't know that that was the last team. That's only the second team they've interacted with.
in front. It could be AI, but let's just say AI. Okay, we're good.
I've got 1.17 mil on me.
I got 1.4 myself. These guys killed a full team as well. 3 dog tags on their person. Can we confirm we do not need to grab their dog tags, correct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's correct. I'll confirm it on broadcast for you. You don't have to grab their dog tags. We got eyes in the sky watching, but the Tetris continues and pulling attachments. This is kind of like, we got basic operation strategies, Tiff, which is like loot, you know, maybe kill somebody and extract. That's how you play the game. The like next level up, the like easy medium strats that you got to learn. Definitely check attachments on weapons when you're looting, especially if you kill somebody. Because if you can't fit the weapon in your inventory, usually you can't. A lot of those attachments will go for a ton of cash as well, technicalloys. So I think you heard Landmark say like the sights, some of those sights will go for like 50, 60k, if not more, depending on how they built their weapons. So
died inside though, because haven't heard any shooting.
Oh,
sounds.
they had a gold on them.
And I still have those keys for up top.
I mean, we might as well go and check, right? And there could also be more points in another team.
Yeah.
I mean, he's breaking it down. Like, he's like, look, they've got 3 dog tags. They killed a full other team. So that means not only do we have to worry about that one, but that's 2 less teams we don't actually have to worry about. Now we have this area on Leali to ourselves and 16 minutes to kind of do with it.
yeah, exactly. I think that's the key. They still have 15 minutes. There are a couple like contingent extraction points. If you guys were watching that video while we were preparing for this game to drop, kind of told you like there's some extractions that are always there that are kind of on the very edges of the map, some that are contingent on you doing something, and then some are just randomly there sometimes and not there other times. And so because of that, I think like they've got to figure out if they can, where are they going to extract to. Now they can't, they've probably played this map enough to know where to go, or if they were paying attention early, usually you can kind of plan out where the extraction points are that you would actually go to. Right now, because they're in this no signal area, they can't see those extraction points is the only other thing. So they are playing fantastic here. I think they want to quickly check either the safe if Tins' crew has not done it yet, or potentially use this key card that Gingy's using. But either way, having a great map.
Okay, don't have this key down here.
Yeah, good comms. I mean, they're already kind of trying to figure out. It should be AI. I don't think Aiden's team had made it this far north, so all of this should be undone.
Hello.
Nothing like a little gunner.
Here's a look. We're gonna keep dropping some extra pro tips while we're on this broadcast. All right. Aim for the head. All right. It's not even a pro tip. That's another basic tip for you. Especially, I mean, obviously outside of the shield bearers. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Game. A caster curse in an extraction mode where there's only one team alive is hilarious, by the way. But aim for the head on the big juggernauts. That's the best way to take them out really quickly. And AI also save you bullets. We've already seen how much value you get out of bullets on broadcast. But good grief, Gingy yet again pulling out some gold items from the safe. Well done.
We're like comparing like what's worth more of that loot Tetris you were talking about, and it's just making sure that you get all of your most high valued items into that safe box, because like we know there's no one left on the map, but they don't know that, and they've been very cautious about how they approach different areas. Now it'd be really cool to see what they plan on doing, because I know she was talking about checking all of the areas because she had those key cards. Not sure what she was able to find from just that, but hey, why not? Let's see what we got.
Way.
A little canister.
She's pulling gold items out of random. Okay. I appreciate you, Gingy. I really do. This is impressive. So this is one of those rooms that you have to use a key card to get into. So again, usually high value loot here, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Finding, SSDs not bad, some more gold items and more. What I hope doesn't happen for the sake of the competition is that she pulls another key card. Highly unlikely, super rare, but at this point, Gingy would not surprise me by pulling the craziest loot. But well done so far. They are really maximizing the amount of loot that they're able to extract with this time around to make sure that leaderboard is as strong as it can be, so that margin is nearly insurmountable.
Fight again for last map.
I just found a red.
All right.
No way.
What did you find, Gingy?
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out. I don't think it's gonna.
That was in. They're like, as soon as she says, I find a red, they're like, we're extracting, we're out, we've done enough.
Oh, what did she find? Oh, she found the graphics card. That's on brand. She found the graphics card in. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it's technically a game like a 5090 or something like that. That is crazy. I watched Gingy play a lot of extraction games. I've watched her play a ton of Delta Force. I'm telling you, this is normal for Gingy. Like I saw somebody in the chat say it as well. Her streamer item is a lucky clover. She is just that lucky, and it's paying off in an event like this. That graphics card is going to push her total up to a total of 1.6 mil this time around. Oh, this is hilarious. Gingy is carrying. I'm in for this.
And also hit.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense. But now they're coming up with that plan to get on out of here and then just wrap up. And honestly, I think they breach north of 10 mil as a team, more than likely. Or if not breaching that, they're going to be so close to that scoreline going into the final game of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people did you guys kill this game?
I think I killed one.
Just one.
I killed 3. Plus how many points for that?
Okay, Hutch, yeah.
Hutch is so casual, dude.
One of us
It's so funny.
I've got 1 plus the assist.
Almost 2 years, thanks for the laughs.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty positive Landmark has 2, because I think Landmark was the one that picked up.
Oh, I killed 4.
Oh, no,
Chat saying.
You killed 4.
Oh.
When did I kill 4? I thought I killed 3. I killed.
Doesn't even remember killing an extra person. That's just what they're doing here today. But I will say it was Landmark who did take down Aiden because he went in through the window and caught him off guard. But it was Hutch who picked up the 2. We'll see that probably again later. But that was such an efficient squad wipe.
Yeah, as a team, they've killed 6 people.
The entry to that fight. Because Gingy killed one, and then I killed the one at the tank whenever Gingy got killed. And then I killed the one around the corner. Yeah, 4.
Yep, so that's 1, 1, and 4 for a total of an extra 600,000 score that's going to be added to their leaderboard. So, you know, overall, a great day for this squad, and we've got one more map to play. Now, we've seen now Brackish, we've seen Leali Grove, a much bigger map and a lot more open spaces. Oftentimes, when you're playing Leali, some people will even bring out snipers to try to make plays on the open spaces. But sometimes you just get caught underwear. I mean, I'm thinking about that Huskers and Swag squad with Cooper. They just got caught unaware out in the open, traversing from POI to POI, and it's just tough to make a play when you get knocked by one and it's a 2v3 and you don't know where they are. Yeah, it's tough to make a play against a team, especially of this high quality, but just in general. So overall, great plays from the rest of our squads, but this is the only team left in the lobby, and they are making their way to extract. And this is one of those conditional extracts. This is a fun one. You get to call the train. And a really unique part about this train extract, too, is when you call the train, the safe box actually opens. That's on the train. You can actually open the safe box only when you call it, but it'll be there. And another one of those, Tiff, that they have to wait for, a timer, and everybody knows that somebody's extracting here, but there's nobody else to fight, so they've done it.
I was gonna say, who is gonna know, considering we have seen the entire lobby get eviscerated, majority of it once again by this squad on your team. But it's like we're just gonna lock in here for about 5 minutes. Vibe.
Yeah, we're gonna be definitely vibing for the 5 here. You'll see this little like back door open so they can get to the safe they want and check it for any extra loot maybe they get. But they're getting to showcase some operator abilities. Yeah, we're gonna be having a grand old time. You know, I think somebody in the chat had said it before, and I really thought that teams would go maybe 1 Luna, 2 Stingers. This squad just says, no, we want to make sure that, and this makes a ton of sense in a tournament environment like this, Tiff, where you're trying to maximize your loot value. You don't want your inventory bogged down with healing items. And so because of that, they're all running Stinger. It's going to maximize their inventory space and is a huge boon. Now, here's a quick look. There's that safe. One more time, they get 2 gold items, and Landmark's total goes up to 1.4.
Okay. I mean, that's to be expected at this point, right? Like, we're just walking around. We're just finding all the goods in the meantime. And I think that's all very valid points, right? But I would hope for the next map that someone stays alive. But it's not like they didn't get challenged, right? Because you heard Hutch talking about it. He's like, you know, Gingy got killed. We were looking pretty weak. And I think that's where having the 3 Stingers to be able to immediately just start healing and feeling like you can just regain quickly, it does pay off in those engagements.
Yeah, here's a beautiful free cam shot. Our team having fun, and here's a quick look at some of those inventories as well. Oh my gosh, Gingy might just barely, if she can kind of play a little bit more inventory testers. I don't think she'll be able to because they're going to kind of hang out here, but barely underneath 2 mil, which is, again, very impressive. And it helps when you pick up some of the, well, the red item down below. Another, by the way, I think the only player so far in this competition that's found red items and found an epic item in map 1 and in map 2. Very impressive.
Yeah, nothing like getting a fossil map 1, graphics card map 2, because when you start thinking about it, yeah, like the top squad of the day, they're going to walk away with a pretty sick gaming PC that's going to come kitted with 4070. So
yeah, true.
Very fitting that we're finding graphics cards already.
So on brand. I love it. This is like we're waiting for a train in real life, Tiff. You know, really you know the train, or like you're at the airport and you got to wait on the like, almost, it's like a rail line almost, like take you to the next gate or whatever. Like that's what we're waiting on right now. You've got the clock at the top and it's like going to gate B in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And you're just like, okay, I'm in a hurry. I had a 30-minute, delay on my last flight. I don't know.
Just fucking focus. Just smudge happy and so stupid.
Just focused. That's what we need out of you, Hutch. I mean, you can, at least you can lock it in for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and say hey to your chat. Like, I respect that. But y'all have been kind of the team that has been incredibly formidable, right? Like, they're coming in, and this is the squad that spawned all by themselves down on the southern side of Leali Grove. Everyone was kind of spread out accordingly, and you look for landmarks, and you're like, what is that threat going to look like for the rest of the teams? Well, you're separated. You just play the game. And they still managed to wipe 2 full squads and walk away with a ton of high loot value.
Yeah, here's a quick look, by the way, at Hutch's inventory. You can see, like, anything you can find on opponents can be huge. I mean, that field med crate was like 51k, and then obviously the rest of these items, the ammo, you can do some of the math on that. 738 a Technic alloy a shot, and you get 60 of those in every single one of those stacks. So that's why the value of ammo is so important. So yeah, across the board, I mean, 1.6 from Hutch. Gingy's at like 1.9. Reminder, they get an extra 600k on top of that. You're looking at 4 mil without even looking at landmark. Was at another like 1.4. So you're like 5.3, 5.4 mil on the second one. I mean, a fantastic run for this full trio. This is again, as expected, impressive. They are the top team, and everything's working for them right now.
Just little mishaps here on the train, playing with like all the things and just vibing, and they just walk up to each other. We're down to less than 60 seconds though, until we can see what that total scoreline is going to look like for them moving into the final map of the day. But if everything that you're saying goes, if we're eclipsing 10, like, that's pretty nutty.
Oh, it's foul is what it is. It's absolute domination. But anything can happen in game 3. You never know. Again, like, my favorite part about this is, like, all it takes is, obviously there's a lot of skill, there's a lot that goes into this, but in a competition like this, all it takes is you just need if this squad gets wiped, there is an opportunity for another team to take the top leaderboard. What they will have to do, though, is pull another epic. I mean, this is going to be key. If somebody can pull the Heart of Africa, they can win the whole tournament. Like, you never know what could happen. But definitely somebody's going to take down the Hawk squad. They dominated in that one. They were able to extract and get all that loot out, and we'll get those leaderboards updated as fast as possible. A fun map, Leali Grove. Much, much bigger than some of our other maps. I think the largest map in the game right now. And because of that, we had a little bit more room to work with. But still, the Hawks hunted nearly everybody down.
You gotta say, like, did the big map of Leali Grove actually help some of our other squads? Because we did see more loot that they were able to acquire, but since none of them were actually able to extract, it was just kind of more the pickings for the Hawks, which, honestly, even at the train station, they're kind of just looting, just touch base with what they've got around them, and that had already been pilfered through the Aiden team as well. So let's look in the replays, let's see more of that early action, because it was chaotic with some of these earlier fights, and sometimes you're just fighting the map itself.
I'm telling you, Leali Grove, the map on our leaderboard, has 100,000 points because they were able to kill Swag. Lucky was able to get back on his feet. You can see Tarek here actually getting the full team wipe. So a reminder, that team's going to walk away with 300,000 points regardless of their safe boxes. But once they get back on their feet, all of a sudden, the Rangers came swinging in with Kaide, Tins, and Aiden getting a team wipe of their own right. Kaide playing support here, swinging around the corner, cleaning up the final player, which is Sacriel. Well done from that squad, but unfortunately the signal flare was shot in the sky, and we all know what happens next. This squad back on their feet, ton of loot, but eventually gets cut down by the Hawks. But that squad also netting another $300,000, and then, well, on this side, 300,000 points rather. On this side, this is where, well, they were caught unaware. Swag Huskers, they were out in the open and couldn't quite make quick work of that squad. And then the final kill box here, Tiff. This was cool.
I feel like we just have to like watch it get broken down, because this swing from Hutch to pick up 2, and you even kind of talk about it, right? That vector has just been so powerful, but Landmark pivoting himself up in the windows where Aiden is just locked in, assuming they're going to come in through the doorway, and just gets completely taken advantage of. Now, that's like 2 instances where we witnessed that happen. The first of it is when we saw Swag fall to Gingy just earlier on, as if you really didn't have to like do much to take him down. Like, he had a little bit of health, but what was like 90% of his body was broken at that point.
Yeah, honestly, like, I respect all of our players. Everybody's learning as well. And at the end of the day, it has been a great competition thus far, but we are not done yet. Another map. Folks, if you haven't downloaded Delta Force, what are you doing? Get into operations now. You gotta try out this game mode. It's a ton of fun. Warfare was chaos. This one, as you can tell, a lot more tactical. Did you love that breakdown of Landmark, the Hawks team breaking down Tins, Kaide, and Aiden in the building? You like those moments, those tense moments? Go download Delta Force right now on all the ways you can download it. You got the website, you've got Steam, you've got Epic Games. All those links are down below for you. And by the way, I'm sure you're all doing this right now, but if you're watching on Twitch, we got Twitch drops, we got rewards. You can start earning just within 15 minutes of watching this broadcast and our other streamers that have drops on. It's really cool stuff you can earn. This is all exclusive to the open beta launch. Sprays, skins, calling cards, a ton of fun stuff. And make sure your Steam account is attached to your Twitch account in order to secure all of that. But folks, okay, I've given you some reminders. I believe our leaderboards are already ready from this last game. Let's take a look at this game. This is just from game 2, Tiff, and as expected, I overshot by about 100k, but 5.1. This is just loot value, not the extra points you get from kills. And you can see we had a much better game there. The Rangers are continuing to have a better game after better game, but it's still not close to the Hawks.
I mean, the fact that they're still getting north of 100k in their safe box before they fall, it's impressive, right? And so we're at about a half mil. I think they were maybe closer to 100, or no, I think it was 300k after game number 1. But I think that will be enough to potentially see someone eclipse 10 mil, which is just crazy to think about, Coach.
Yeah, and again, this doesn't show their bonuses. So let's take a look at their bonuses and their combined scores going into the next one. Now everybody's got some points on the board, but the Hawks are at now 12 million in total, with the Rangers, congratulations, eclipsing $1 million in total because of the amount of kills they were able to get. It looks like the Reapers actually were netted 400,000 from their bonuses, the kills they were able to secure, but the Rangers at 300k do push themselves over $1 million, but they are unfortunately 11 million behind our team at the top.
Yeah, that's wild. And you know, a lot of that was attributed to the Reapers when they took that fight with Team Titan there towards that substation. Just like kind of taking that engagement gave them all of the bonus for their kills. It's rather unfortunate the Rangers were just lurking amidst like wanting to go to that exact area and then immediately wipes them. But it's like every time we see these squads do all these different fights where we thought we weren't going to see anyone fighting, we were like, oh, they're just going to play their own game, focus on the missions, grind. More chaos, which is fine. I love it.
I'm a big fan. I mean, again, these are the top dogs. They're the best team here. There's no question asked. We knew that going in. Did I think it was going to be an 11 million point spread after game 2? No, I didn't. Did I think they were going to get a ton of kills? Absolutely, and they certainly have. Shout out to Hutch, 4 kills in the last one and just perfectly breaking down their opponents. Yeah, this is going to be a blast going into the last map, and maybe this is more for ego and posterity's sake than anything else. Is there a window of opportunity for any team to catch them? No, but there is a chimney you could maybe slide down. Heart of Africa is what you're looking for, and you got to wipe this entire squad off rip. That's the only thing that could save somebody else to get the win. But we're going to take a very quick break, and while we do, I need to remind you about the campaign, folks. The break is just an incredible video where you get to learn a lot more about this incredible campaign that's coming in January of 2025. Mogadishu, street battles, crash sites, Black Hawk campaign, Black Hawk Down campaign, almost here. Let's take a quick look at the video. I mean, come on. Black Hawk Down campaign right around the corner, January 2025. There's a lot going on in January with Delta Force. And I'm going to be honest, if you've been paying attention to some of those dev updates we've done on roundtables, there's going to be a lot going on in Delta Force in general for the next very long time. Continual updates, content, all things Delta Force. You got to stay tuned to all those socials. Now, we're about to get into game 3, Tiff, and we know what the leaderboard says. If possible, I would love to rerun that format graphic so we can see what to expect going into game 3, because yet again, we are changing up the map. And Tiff, we are headed to Space City.
Yeah, let's get like a really nice urban environment, especially if you want to get those extra points for using the rocket extraction, 300k. Now, the thing about that is, sure, you're not going to be able to kind of touch where the Hawks have gotten themselves on the leaderboard. Unless you take them down first and find that Heart of Africa, you need to channel some of Gingy's luck and make it happen. Is that a realistic possibility? I don't know. Regardless, taking them down should give you enough of a fill inside your heart and your competitive spirit to be like, yes, I beat them. But honestly, let's make it happen here on Space City. Do you think we'll see anything that's like a crazy change of pace? I know some of our production team are kind of lurking about. We've getting some inklings of what like Nate Shot Squad was saying. Like, do we play slow? Yes, we have to play slower than usual because they just keep finding themselves in these early engagements. And albeit they're set up properly, right? We've got recon arrows coming out and they're looking for that information. But the moment he breaks it out, it's just like they've already countered him.
Yeah, and I think that's just the name of the game. Like, if you haven't played a ton of operations, you got to know that you have to play these team fights much more slowly, and you have to cover all angles. You can tell how fast people die in this, especially with headshots, especially with kitted out weapons. You've got to take cover and make sure there's only one angle that you can get shot from, and it's the angle you are looking at. If you can get shot from a different angle and there might be players over there, you've got to relocate, readdress the fight from a different angle. Don't be afraid to run away to get an advantage in some of these fights. Definitely going to be the key to the success. But we're talking Space City, and you brought it up, 300,000 extra points if you take the rocket extraction. I'm going to be honest, it's very difficult to do. What I expect is that our last remaining team will get that extra bonus because they're going to decide to go for it. Mostly because once you start it, everybody knows it's happening. The rocket starts firing up. It's extremely loud. There's a big icon that pops up on the screen. Everybody knows it's happening, and so they're going to go try to kill you as you take those extra 300,000 points. So I think that'll be something that happens at the end of the map that hopefully we'll get to showcase. But Space City is one where, you know, I don't think production is actually going to add the maps to our leaderboard, but I think Space City might earn some points this map. This map is not only sweaty when it comes to players, the AI in this map go hard, and there's a lot of verticality in this map. You've got to watch out for the snipers on top of the big rooftops. We could see some folks here fall to the AI because of how sweaty and strong this map can be. So it'll be fun to see what these players decide to do with the crazy verticality that is Space City.
It'll be really horrifying, but as you can see that map view, you can already see where Landmark's team is up there in the central command building. The closest team from them is going to be the Reapers, who are over by Swag, Cooper, Huskers. So we're going to see people get really into the action early.
We're making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'm crushed.
We need to try to get inside to the left, bro.
Wait, why to turn it off? Oh my god, good comms. Sorry.
This is so funny. So they said that we're gonna play slow. They hear some AI in the area, and they are playing slow this time around. They are not gonna get caught out. Let's take a quick look at some of our other teams. There's Tarek, Zachariel, Flom. Gonna try to get some information here shortly.
Wait, don't move.
Wait for my
The shot's southeast, but you guys hear that probably. Oh.
I don't see anything. I just pinged the printing room. I didn't see anything.
We need to move somewhere, but I don't know.
But you have to remember, there were people. The Hawks were in the central command building, and Reapers, they found trouble.
Holy. Might just push this building now.
No, we can hold the room though, no?
There's something think about how many consumables there are. There's so many, like throw grenades in, throw stuns in, all that.
Maybe we shouldn't group up, Flom.
I think they're pushing now.
Yeah, Tiff, you're right. Look who it is. Hutch is getting aggro, trying to maybe even 1v3. He's calling Landmark over. You see Landmark and Gingy getting into the mix here, waiting on his teammates. That building that they're in, Tiff, is one of the spawns that you get. They basically haven't left spawn yet, and I have a feeling this team knew that and were running towards some of the spawns to take a look at, see if there are people in the area. Hutch is getting cut down by, that is the map. That's the AI. Snipers on top of the building, and you gotta be careful on 6 HP in a Drake.
Push out.
Benefit of being Stinger, though, is you take that therapeutic pistol, you start self-healing, you immediately find that cover and start focusing on all the different things. But you are right, they are juiced, and if you go down to 5 HP, the fact that we're like kind of like stunned up trying to get out of that line of sight is difficult. But I love that Gingy immediately comes back and plays Overlook. Considering that Tarek and co, they know this roster was over here, which makes things a little more difficult because all of that AI interaction could allow the Reapers to move in and maybe make a play.
What should I heal? What should I heal?
Oh shit.
Guy on the left.
I think that's AI, yeah.
What do I need to heal?
He's running at me. My shit's broken, so just cover me real quick.
Painkiller?
I'm doing surgery.
What do I need to use? Tell me what to use, bro.
I don't want to talk about it.
Tarek is trying to figure out how to deal with this concussed head that he's got.
Yeah, I'm healing really quick. I'm healing.
Headed one.
I think he's going to be able to pick up that med crate and maybe heal his health mostly is the issue.
I pinged it. I see him right there.
Okay.
Try to get to the house.
This is going to be that Swag, Huskers, and Cooper TV area. This team in this area of the map.
Heard something.
Next to printing room. Usually in Space City, there's massive fights around the main bridge. And, well, apparently that is the case, except guess what? The map is fighting back. I told you this is a brand new boss that is on this map, and it is a sniper boss, Tiff. This is something they revealed during some of our dev panels. There's not just kind of Havoc snipers around with AI. There is a sniper boss now on this map. That's certainly going to change things up as it's knocked Landmark, and they're getting shot at continually. They've got to make a play out of here, and they're going to zip out.
Look, you've got the Reapers that are on the opposing side also trying to put that pressure down on them. It's going to filter them back into the central command building area, which is essentially where they had pretty much started. They rotated right into here, and we're trying to make decisions on where they were going to go accordingly from that. But if we know Kaede, Tens, and Aiden are in the neighboring area, we still saw Tarek and co kind of rotating on the opposing side. But for now, this will be noise that is made. But will we see teams that want to get involved?
And you saw definitely, yeah, it was a great call out. Like when they started zipping, everybody saw them, and there was multiple teams starting to shoot at them. Would have been crazy to get a pick there.
Swear, dude.
I think we stay away from that area, funny enough. I don't know why, but
We could
I
go,
really don't want to go back
wrap
over there.
around right, but there is players on that side and left side.
Let's do it. I just want to get in fights, to be honest.
Dude, there is.
That tracks for Hutch. Everything that I just want to get in fights, to be honest. I mean, you did take out 4 players just on the last game, and wow, that's how you crank a femur real quick. It's just a flesh wound. Immediately knowing how to heal that up. Might want to pass some of that advice on to some other players, but it's fine.
Yeah, I've done that so many times. It's actually embarrassing, but okay, it looks like this crew, we saw a quick little flyover view. It looks like Cooper and the Viper squad here with Huskers and Swag, they're making a play potentially for their opponents. I think they know that there's a squad up in front of them, so they're going to slowly but surely work their way this direction.
Oh, across right there.
See if they can get a couple picks.
I hit him. He's like right across the street.
Yeah, multiple.
Oh, fucking hell. Can you get me up right here?
Yep, I got you.
I'm gonna get on the heady if you want to.
God damn.
That's Tarek, by the way, that just fried Cooper TV through the doorway.
2 seconds. Should be enough time. I love the insta-res, right? Because sometimes if you delay it in any way, shape, or form, next thing you know, you're getting full scent. But Tarek's crew is being more reserved about how they approach this. Now, in some of the earlier games that we were witnessing, Huskers, we already know he is crazy when it comes to that aim. So he was putting a lot of pressure onto the Hawks roster on Leali Grove, and very well could do so again.
Hutch is down. Hutch is fully down. Now, they should be able to get him back up if they can win the team fight, but they've got to back out. This could be an opening happening. Looks like we've lost one on both sides. One's knocked, one's fully eliminated on both sides. Nade and Symphony were able to take down one of the Hawks. We thought they were invulnerable, they were untouchable, but they've lost one in transition.
Yeah, arrow. Going right.
Oh, I'm dead. Nah.
Very nice. One right of that kill.
He just shredded me.
Oh, I mean, look, if you're going to shred him, answer on back. Let's go. Landmark has a dream to take down the last player.
This is crazy. It's Symphony versus Landmark in a 1v1 in a team fight.
Do it for us, Mason.
Behind your laser.
Huh?
You can see your laser.
No, it's just you.
Okay. Sounds like right.
Yo, go res us, bro.
He's here.
Come on, baby.
Let's go, Symphony!
GG's.
GG. I got you. Come on, all three down.
Well done,
Mason
dude.
iced up.
Oh.
You guys are gross.
I'm telling you, that was impressive. That was a way to do it. Look, maybe playing slower is exactly what needed to be done for them, because Symphony just kind of anchors back behind cover. Sure, Landmark wants to use that smoke to try and hide that line of sight, but Symphony could just see like kind of the Shin walk through the smoke and just clutches right up from there. But it's not done yet, because we know the Reapers are still lurking around where Swag, Cooper, and Huskers are.
I've gotta say, I didn't mean that came. I didn't even mean to interrupt the moment, Tiff. I didn't even. I love Landmark and that whole crew, but to see them not only be vulnerable but also lose a team fight means they were able to be beaten in this, and that's what we talked about at the top of the show. We knew they were going to be the top team, and it was going to take somebody that's just honestly a god gamer that has great aim to take down that squad. And you know who could do that? Symphony. That dude is different on the keyboard and mouse, and it paid off in that team fight.
Surgery kit over and over and over.
Right here.
Paid off indeed, and now curious to see. We saw pretty much Tarek pick up Cooper, right? But then that instant reset came on through, but more players still kind of just lurking amongst, as you can see. Checking back in with Aiden, Kaede, and Tens. We saw a little bit from them earlier when they were kind of looking down the sights of where the Hawks were rotating.
The vehicle bombs. Just close the door.
I'm fracture. I have a fracture.
Yeah, you gotta press F3 and like kit up your limbs or whatever. Did you end up closing that door? No, I'll go close it.
No.
Maybe let's go this way.
Do you guys have
those vehicles are OP.
Do you guys
I
have
don't think
like
you can close the door.
Oh yeah, we can.
So what they're talking about there is, I was wondering if she had lost all of her plates. You can see her armor's cracked as well. Here's the fight. This is not what hurt them before, but Aiden does full knock one. We'll get back to the point in a second, because this fight's going to be giant. Now at 3v2.
I'll say AI.
How the fuck do we... That
I think we
shit's
go this way.
OP.
Come group up with me right after, and we'll just get the fuck out of here, because this area is...
Okay, I'm getting word from production. I couldn't quite read that. I thought they were fighting the other team, Tiff, but Aiden was able to take down the vehicle. Now, the vehicle on the other side, that's the sniper boss's vehicle. It roams around, spots out people for the sniper, and shoots you. So it is quite deadly, but I got scared there for a moment because I thought there was a team fight. Here's the team fight. It's Reapers versus Team Titan.
You run away?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm trying to get some angles.
I have an arrow. I'm shooting.
I don't see him left. He's there.
Yeah.
I think he went lower. Or he's like on the stairs here, maybe. Hear him walking.
There's a smoke there.
I'm throwing grenades, bro.
He's lower on the wall.
Oh no. I need a vest healer. Oh no.
I might have one.
I can't see. Yeah, what's hurt right now?
Oh.
Chat, what's hurt right now? I love that everyone's community is coming together to kind of help them figure all the things that are needed on out. Now, last time we saw this team on your screen right there to the left was when Cooper had gotten taken out by Tarek, but we have 3 teams in the nearby vicinity, and they are all going to collapse on one another.
I think it looks like Sakura was just knocked by Huskers. Yeah, all 3 teams here. This is going to be a massive fight. Looks like Flom's down as well, so it's just Tarek by himself. He's got a nice angle here to get a res, but look at Huskers peeking around the corner. Has no angle, but if this player pops out, they're going to try to maybe push this fight. 1 week. Tarek's going to have to go crazy here.
Don't forget to lean there. You take that next fight again.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll shred him.
Little smoke. We'll try and disengage a little bit, I guess.
I think there's guys above us too. I'm going up. I'm going up.
They were west of you. Derek.
Yeah.
Cracked one.
Nice. Wait, can I? You're dead. Okay.
I mean, I think
we can still get him.
can, but I don't.
You can still get him?
Get me.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh
play.
yeah. Pick him up, move him. I think that's great, Goj. I think that's about, you're exactly probably going to say that. It's like, do not try to pick him up right there. Definitely maneuver Flom to a safer area away from a direct line of sight.
Yeah, this is a nice play. It's the right idea. Pick up the body. I love that we got a chance to see that on that free cam too. Nice play though. Down goes TP. Teep is full out at least for now. Cooper with the Vector taking down one, trying to avenge Swag, who is out of this one.
Fat finger.
No, he got me.
Oh no, now that Symphony's down though, thanks to Huskers, things are going to change on up. We saw Symphony ice it up in the prior fight. Now it's going to be on the backs of Nate Shot here.
Running in.
Here we go. Final fight in the corner. Great team play and only 2 HP in a dream. Cooper stays up on his feet and the team has been fully eliminated. The Titans, quite literally, that took down the team at the top, the Hawks, are now out of this game as well. And here comes the Reapers to try to play spoiler.
They're full running in. I mean, we're popping a painkiller. We're ready to go immediately. Checks that angle. But I wish the timing would have been a little more quickly. Obviously, I get why not, but they would have still been focused on kind of healing, looting, repairing, and they would have just been getting here. But the fact that we have Flom up to about that 80 HP, 80% of the HP, I'm okay with this all.
And if I'm not mistaken, these are the last 2 teams remaining. So they need to either go get Swag right now. I mean, they're probably waiting to make sure they don't get killed. So they're like fully replating, getting all of their armor back up. They're all getting all their health up, fixing all their wounds, and then they might go for Swag.
Nice swag.
Can you walk up? I'm walking up. I'm walking up with Flom, okay?
Yep.
I mean, I hear healing, but surely he's done.
In this game, the amount of healing you used to do is crazy.
I'm just worried that he can hear, or he can see our scopes, but I guess not. Don't ADS, I guess.
Wow. One pick. Now it's just a 1v2 on this side.
I'm just gonna call in the corner.
Cooper? What are we doing here? What is this? A 2-piece?
Oh, they lined up for him. There's the third. Cooper's gonna go absolutely massive. Can he do it? No! He full sins on the stairs. The heady. Sacriel knows exactly what he needs to do to win it all. That is a wipe on the other side. The Vector may be strong, but Sacriel has done it. I think that's a full team wipe, is it not?
It should have been. That's 100%. That just basically means that if we get Tarek back up on our feet, it is the 2 of them versus the entire world of Space City.
Yeah. There's the comm. A squad wipe. Huskers is out of here. Sacriel, very well done playing around the stairs. Cooper, I think, just got too aggressive. After winning a 1v2, body stacking him, he knew the Vector was strong. Tried to push the equation. Here's a quick look back at that one, Tiff. An unreal play.
Oh, yeah. They just essentially line up to filter in the doorway. And Sacriel's like, no, we're not going to be hyper aggressive. Honestly, I was shocked to see kind of Cooper pull through. Oh, wait a second.
You're right.
I forgot about this roster. They've just been living their best life in Space City. Like, minding their own business.
I literally calmed that those are the last teams. This team has been so far away from everybody else. I forgot they were in the game. This is your second place team. There is still an opportunity. They pull something crazy. Tins, Kaide, and Aiden, the Rangers, not only are the last remaining full team of 3,
I'll check out the boss.
but they are also in the position to get the best loot right now. Job's not done.
Here, yeah. Just get all the items there.
I see.
Get all the items. Look, they've just been living in their own world, focusing on the actual looting of things. Kaede's out here trying to crack open all of these things. So please find something epic.
How many more?
Like 3 more.
Oh, I messed that one up. I wonder if you have to get all 5, like all of them in a row to get like.
Excellent, operator.
Oh, 17,000.
There's the loot, there's the map, and look at all the safes they have access to, Goj. Like, it is just their portion of Space City.
Okay, no keycards. Okay, there's gonna be something outside this door.
Honestly, they needed something bigger than that. They had a couple decent, I think, purple items in there, maybe 1 gold item, but I didn't see any reds. Okay looting, but Aiden's still fairly low on the overall tally. Now, you got to remember, too, they didn't fight these other teams, and so a lot of that value is actually going to come from the other teams, their ammo, their gear, things like that. So if they can find the Reapers and wipe them, who have theoretically looted most everybody that was in that area, they could get a ton of value. Will it be 11 million, which is what they need to cover the spread? Highly unlikely, but it still could be a sizable amount to really close the gap on first place.
Oh my gosh, nice smoke.
I can't see anything.
I can't either. The smokes are actually insane.
Should we go back down? Should we try to like extract?
Wait, we didn't go this way.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Guys, we should after though.
Yeah, we should pull. The thing is, like,
is there any other teams?
What's an extraction? Yeah, are we the last one alive?
I don't know. It says apparently the extraction takes longer on this map. By the way.
Guys, we're low on time. We only have 11 minutes.
Cut it. You gotta. You remember the helicopter thing?
Yeah.
Can you do
Extraction
it?
point. I see one.
Yeah, I think we should do it honestly.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance that we're like the last one left.
It's down.
I think this is a dead end.
I think we just.
Oh, there's another staircase.
We need to go down. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is such a valuable conversation for us to tune into, and this is what happens all the time when you're playing games. You look up, you're looting safes, you're having the perfect execution of Space City here, and then you realize, oh my gosh, we only have 10 minutes left. And Kaide and Tins, they were 100% correct, Tiff. This extraction, especially if they want to take the rocket, takes an extremely long time. And otherwise, I think the other extraction point, I didn't see the rest of the extraction points on the map. I'd have to take a look back at it again. But the other ones are like, you have to drop your entire backpack to get out otherwise. So you're going to lose a lot of loot if you don't take the rocket out. And the rocket, I think, takes like 8 minutes, if I'm remembering correctly. We'll have to kind of pay attention and see. They are running out of daylight quick.
Yeah, if you're just under 10 minutes, I don't think you're going to be able to make that one work. But at least we see Tarek over here just focusing on the loot, because they're going to need to at least extract as well.
That's not my gun, that's someone else.
Alright. I think we're good now, right? I think we have everything we need, a little bit.
There's a couple more bodies out here. If they've got that same caliber type of gear, there's so many bodies here, like.
Try to look out while you search.
What the fuck is that?
So quick note for you,
Tiff. Better, by the way? Dude, I don't think I should swap it anymore.
I think the total time that the helicopter extract and the rocket extract takes once you start it, I believe, is 4 minutes. So it's actually quite quick once you start it. But starting it can take a lot of time if you're going for the rocket.
Right now? We don't know.
I mean, I've never been able to do it in under 5. So it's very difficult to execute that because you have to pull 2 different levers in 2 different places while your mini-map's covered. You gotta know what you're doing.
I don't know where it is.
Definitely going to be tough for some of our teams here, though, to make that one kind of go through. But at least we're still pilfering through a lot of the players' loot that were up in this area, and this is where you see them going for the attachments themselves.
So yeah, we can.
Where should we go?
I've got another body here, another body.
Let's check it. I'm looking out.
What the fuck? Gold helmet. You should grab the shit. Although it's going to reduce your visibility, it will make you much harder to headshot.
Oh my god, I can't see shit. I like it.
Also,
They're having a grand old time. And this is what I was talking about, where if you get a bunch of gold gear, you can keep using it. Unfortunately, this is the last map, but grabbing their attachments, making sure they get good value. This squad is looking strong. Only 2 players alive, unfortunately, but
I should pick up, but
plenty of value. The problem is we got to get out, and we got to get out soon.
It's up to you. Like, keep your other helmet if you want to.
No, it's fine. I'm like, I guess I'm just like, this is more armor.
Yeah, if they're firing purple ammo, you're much harder to like double tap in the head. If they're firing purple ammo, sorry. I don't know how many people are left, but also I genuinely don't know how to get off this map. It's like a 10-minute YouTube tutorial.
You're running ahead, south, straight ahead. South, straight ahead, yeah. Over here in front of us. Just saw them. There's a turret up there.
Oh, this is exactly where we saw the Hawks getting into some issues because of the snipers, right? Now immediately feeling that pressure from the vehicle itself for the sniper.
Yeah, that thing just almost one-shot my like orange level helmet. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to look on the map and try and find some prompts and stuff.
Oh, shooters.
Oh no, this is brutal. You can see the Rangers on the other side working their way out of here. Reapers on one side.
Because we don't have time.
Yeah, I mean,
52 seconds, guys. If one of you guys do it, we're good, right?
We lose all our stuff, I guess, if we do this.
Really?
You don't keep anything in your backpack at all.
Guys, is this smarter to just hold everything in our loot then?
I don't know. All we need to do is hit one more lever. They were saying, is this that lever?
Yeah, we didn't know one of them.
Yeah, we didn't know. Well, we had to get out of the building because it was just jammed. We could have seen where everything was at. But like the radar was jammed when we were in there.
17 seconds.
Yep. Wait, 17 seconds until what?
Because we only have 6 minutes for extraction.
Well, we have this extraction right here.
I know, but it takes 6 minutes.
Unequip your backpack to extract. Yeah, that's kind of cooked. Let's see. Okay, get your most expensive stuff out. Like in.
So this is what I was talking about, Tiff. They are gonna have to leave without their backpacks. I don't think they were gonna be able to figure out the helicopter lever or the rocket extraction double levers in time. You heard the 6-minute countdown timer, so maybe split the difference on my 8 and 4-minute timers. But regardless, out of time on those. So the only way they get out is without a backpack. That's the nature of Space City. It is so difficult.
Actually, I only lose like 50. Wait. Oh, you extracted it?
Yeah.
They left it. That's okay. At least they dropped their backpacks. They got on out. And at least he was saying he didn't lose too much value, but still was not able to maximize what they needed to do. Now, for the Reapers, they still need to figure out how to get out of here right at the 5-minute mark.
Oh, no. These gentlemen are cooked. I'm not going to lie. So I believe that lever has already been pulled. This is one of the levers for the rocket extraction. I'm pretty positive. And that lever has already been pulled by the other side. So they only need to pull one lever, but you got to go find the other lever.
What does this one do? Oh, that's...
The tough part is now they're assuming there is someone else in here, but they've already left the vicinity and hit a different extract point. So we are just fighting all the AI in the vicinity, trying to find the 11.
There's the vehicle bomb as well. This is what we saw from the boss on this map. This boss was added here at the open beta. It's the sniper, and the boss has this tank, basically, this mini tank down below that spins up those vehicle bombs that like roll at you.
Oh my god.
I imagine we both died to that.
We should go the other way. Then we go down.
The robot thing's still out there. God damn it.
Or can we go outside and go out? I can't make it in time. Let's just go this way outside and go out. Fuck
one sec. We can go out here. I think.
There's
a door somewhere we can go out.
Oh my god.
I think you've got a wound. You might need to do it.
Yeah, I'm popping my painkiller. Or should I buy med kit?
You should use the surgery kit. Yeah, surgery kit.
Okay.
Fuck, how much time do we have?
3 minutes.
Yeah, man, these guys had such a good map too. They had a great effort. Like they won some really good team fights. We saw that massive moment from Sacriel down below. We're able to take down Cooper, who had just two-tapped his teammates. But unfortunately, I just don't think they have enough time to get out of here. They're not going to be getting out. It's tough. This is what we're talking about with Space City at the top of the broadcast today. Every map has its different unique perks and quirks on how to get out of the map. And if you just haven't played it enough, it's extremely difficult, regardless of how many players are still left on the map. So one lever was pulled. They were right. There was another team that was Aiden's squad with Tins and Kaide. But they didn't know where the second lever was. And as such, they don't have a way to get out of here.
I don't think they are. The other switch needs to be pulled on that green marker. It's 120 meters away.
There's a no backpack extract, apparently.
Oh. Okay, yeah, where's the no backpack extract?
We're going to it. Where? Kyler, where? Quick, we have 2 minutes, bro. Fast.
Not the community coming in clutch. You got 2 minutes to go. No backpack extract coming in clutch potentially for them. You can see that rocket extract portion. No one elected to go for that, unfortunately.
No idea how we get out.
GG's, gentlemen, a great effort. And yeah, it just a little bit too late. I think they were kind of commissioning their chats for some help, which I can appreciate. But the no backpack extract was taken by the other team. So the only team that's going to extract from Space City is going to be Aiden, Kaide, and Tins, who were able to make it out. And like you said, like you saw from Tins, he didn't have a full backpack, so really didn't even lose that much value.
Go there?
And
I see it on the map. I see it on the map. You see it on the map?
Hey, I pinged it. Yeah, I pinged it.
Oh no. So Tiff, this extraction point is grayed out.
Locked in right now.
I'm pretty positive on the no backpack extract. It's limited to 3 people.
All this fucking way to be locked.
Oh no.
And so this might be a different one. Let's take a look at what it says. No, this is the same one. I'm pretty sure it's limited to 3 people, and as such, the 3 people already got out. So this extraction point is closed.
Oh no. Now what? And when you're at a minute 30 left.
Oh my god, we're done. Dude, we just ran around the map for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I wish I could stop with my original idea. Like we can pull a switch and use a helicopter extract, I think.
I think we have to pull 2 switches though to do that.
Yeah, the other one's already pulled. The green one's the one we need to pull here.
Dude, Kyler, you led us the wrong way, bro. Someone said you're wrong, but I don't know if that's true.
I don't know, maybe I think there might be some rule about like after a certain amount of time you can't.
The heli takes too long to come in and we were too far apparently.
Okay. Well, honorary win.
Wait, are we those? I mean, we're the souls.
GG's, last team on the map, but unfortunately, they are out of here. Yes, there is a no backpack extract. You got there in time. The problem is a team already got there first and it's limited. That's the nature of Space City. I told you it was sweaty. The map is going to claim lives, and I think the map in that one is going to claim about 300,000 if it was on the leaderboard, because that's a full team wipe from that squad because they're not able to make it out. But a fantastic last map with some surprises. The Hawks got cut down early rather, and are going to be making it out of that map with literally, I think, nothing in their inventories, maybe a couple things in their safe boxes. But the teams that took them out also died. The only team to make it out, Aiden, Kaide, and Tins, they were in second place, and they certainly have closed the gap. Will it be enough? Certainly not, but even still, a fantastic effort, and the only team to survive the final map of the day, Tiff.
That's pretty impressive because it's not going to be the Hawks, right? Landmark's team, you seeing them go down in that fight, watching Symphony kind of clutch on up and exercise the patience that they were talking about playing slower. It was really cool to witness something different happen for them, right? So let's hit the replays. Let's see a lot of that action because, yes, while everyone else started off to be relatively spread out here in Space City, it was some of that action that we were kind of hearing them go up like looting, and this is that moment. I just gotta let it happen, right?
Yeah, Hutch played so aggro and it worked. Every other map just couldn't quite grab the first kill. So when you've lost one, Symphony was able to play angles, played extremely slow, and it all paid off. And this trio went into this. Nade said, we need to play slow this map, not for us, but for our chats. And it all worked out for them so well early. But this was a cool moment. We saw 3 teams all fighting against each other, figuring out what angles do we need to take. But Cooper went wild, not only entering in, taking down TP Squad, but we'll see the highlights of him on the other side of this one. Wipes the rest of this team. He and Huskers are here in the corner. They are able to take out Nade's shot with a little team shot. He's able to stay up. Now they're holed up, and his opponents line up for him. Down goes Flom, down goes Tarek, and there's only one out on the other side. And look who it is. Sacriel playing a heady on the stairs, wins the gunfight, takes down Cooper, ends up not making it out of the map, but still a fantastic fight.
And at that point, we were like, oh my god, yes, the last two people on the map, not realizing that Aiden and the rest of them, Tens, Kaede, had just been looting, minding their own business, and they focus on getting on out. Then the chaos begins, the operation timeout happens. Unfortunately, limited area on that extraction. Only 3 people out, and we saw him leave already, so justice for Tarek and Sacriel there.
Justice for them, a great effort, but unfortunately, you got to pull the levers, you got to pull them quick. And the one lever they found had already been pulled by Aiden, Kaede, and Tens. Couldn't write a better story. Crazy and unfortunate, but even still, it's an honorary win for Sacriel and Tarek. That was well done across the board for them, but unfortunately not able to make it out. Now, our leaderboards are being updated, not only from this game, but our cumulative leaderboard TIFF, and this is where things get really exciting. I think we know who's going to be the top of the leaderboard. And frankly, because of a fantastic effort from Aiden, Tens, and Kaede, I think second place is maintained second place, pending what was found in safe boxes and put away for the rest of the teams that ended up dying. So excited to see how this all shakes out. But overall, I had a great day going through our 3 different maps. We had Leali Grove, a little surprise twist we threw at the players and didn't change up all that much. But I think the story of today is definitely Gingy and Gingy's luck. My goodness, the only person to pull epic items and then also pulling a key card out of nowhere. That's why you check lab coats, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, key card worth 2.3 mil really set the tone for what we're going to expect from that full team, but Gingy in particular with the luck she was able to have.
And my lab coats don't do that for me. Like, I'm talking a bird's nest, like checking the concrete trucks on Zero Dam. I do everything that I can to make sure that I'm gonna find something unique and crazy. Maybe one day I'll pull the Heart of Africa. Maybe at this point. I need a little bit of Gingy's luck.
Look, I like the fact that we still had an opportunity for a win condition in the final map. We got part of that win condition, the Hucks getting cut down really early, but pulling a Heart of Africa. Somebody sent the percentages to me a while back, and it's like unreal, the number.
0.004. No, I don't
there's
know.
a lot of zeros.
Incredibly low.
There's a lot of zeros, Tiff, 100%. Leaderboards are ready from this last map. Let's take a quick look at how game 3 wrapped up and see where our totals lie just from that map. And as expected, a new team on top, several new teams above the Hawks. We've got the Rangers at the top because they're the only team to extract, and because of that, had nice value with them. Tens leading the charge there at over 600K, but that team was able to extract with over 1 million in the last one.
That's really impressive. And honestly, for the Team Titan there, Nadeshot, Symphony, and they did pretty good despite going out early because they weren't able to extract. But whatever Nadeshot had in the safe box, 351K, that's pretty impressive. And for the Reapers, trying to find themselves on the way out, you know, it got tough, but hey, at least it's not a 0.
Yeah, they figured it out along the way, frankly. They did a great job. I was really impressed with their last one, but it's time to announce the champion. Who was the top team today? I think we all know this trio was unstoppable for good reason. The champions are the Hawks. They're going to be walking away with that ROG PC that has the i7 in it, the 4070, all able to give it away to their communities or use it for themselves. Up to them. Pay attention. Here's our cumulative leaderboard. It was not all that close, but at least some of the margins were made up in the last map. The Rangers closing the gap to, well, only a 10 million and 100,000 point lead, give or take a few. A fantastic day from the Hawks, and frankly, nearly entirely led in terms of loot value from Gingy herself. Dominating on that side of things. Hutch, I believe, leading that team from the kills side, but loot and our score was the name of the game, and Gingy dominated for that one, Tiff. That was a ton of fun to watch.
It really was, and I love that you're talking about Hutch looking for those kills, right? Because you hear it there on Space City when he just wants to get involved. He's like, look, I don't know, but I just kind of want to fight. And I'm like, let's see if he can walk away with more than 4 kills on a map. Unfortunately, it didn't happen in that last one. But hey, there's always next time.
Well, folks, some people want to fight, some people want to loot, and some people have fantastic luck. It's time for a quick interview with the leader, the top scorer, and the champion, I believe, is going to be joining us in just a little bit. Gingy is going to be hopping into the booth here just shortly. And while we wait on that, folks, we get to reward you for being here. I told you there was a giveaway, yes? We've got a monitor right now. All you have to do is be an active chatter. Can we get some W's in the chat for Delta Force Operations, Gingy, and the whole Hawk squad? Drop a W in chat in order to be entered. This is on the Twitch chat only. Go drop your W's. You're going to be an active chatter. We're going to draw a winner at the end of our interview with Gingy to figure out who will be our winner of the Alienware monitor. All right. So pay attention, get active in chat. You can say whatever you like, but maybe some W's for the team at home. This was a ton of fun. Now, let's bring in Gingy. Let's see what she has to say about their dominating performance. Gingy, welcome to the booth. Welcome to the broadcast. Okay, I'm getting word from your community that this is normal for you. Were you expecting to pull a keycard and epic items in a 3-game series? That's sad.
Okay, so I need some of that. Gojja wants some of it too, but like, I know I need to ask you a question about strategy and everything coming into this, but no, like, can you share some of the luck with us by chance?
I mean, I could try, but
we'll manifest it. We'll manifest it over here, but no, for real. Thank you so much for playing here today. It was really cool to watch the Hawks kind of dominate and get into a bunch of cool things. Talk me through some of the strategy that you guys as a team kind of maybe went through before competing here today.
Honestly, so I do play this game whenever it's out. So, what I did before is yesterday when the new map came out, I went and kind of tried to play it to figure out everything we needed to do. So, because I don't want to go in there just blindly. So that's kind of what I did. And I already knew the other maps. So, I just tried to prepare for the new map because I knew if we could get the first map down, then it was probably GG's.
You were right. You were 100% right. And the due diligence that you had to do that obviously set you all apart. I mean, the luck helped in some of the value you got, but being able to take down all the rest of the teams, understand at least some of the spawn points, and win your gunfights, but also get good loot and extract on time, that I think was the most impressive thing for me. That first map really set the tone. Did you know about the timer for that last extract? Because we were in the booth thinking,
yes,
we're running out of time. Okay, so you already knew going in,
yeah.
like, we needed to go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, okay, next question for you, and then we got to send you on your merry way. I'm sure you're going to be playing more Delta Force. You do have great luck. You all had great skill, but what was the mentality going into the second game? Because you had such a massive lead that when we changed things up and we went to Leali Grove and changed the map, did you change up strategy at all? Or was it like, hey, we should play a little bit more defensive and just make sure that we get some loot and get out because we have such a massive margin?
Well, so I think what we were thinking about is, sure, we wanted the loot, but if we don't kill the players, they will get the loot. So we wanted to kind of go 50-50 on loot and players, and I think that went pretty well because we still did get out with a lot of loot.
Yeah.
And a lot of kills. We saw 4 from Hutch in particular on that one. Very active, and we got to hear some of the comms talking about that. But a lot of players, they kind of dabbled in different operator structures. Some were throwing in recons. We saw some assaults come through. But you were one of the only teams to lock in 3 stingers. So you guys wanted to focus on the healing and such. But kind of give me some more of that information. Was that kind of what you guys were thinking?
Well, I think we were playing with the operators that we were more comfortable with, but I also think that in certain times in the battle, the healing one is a lot more beneficial to you. Sure, there might be other operators that could benefit you in other certain situations, but definitely when you're fighting, the healer is the way to go in my opinion, because you can smoke, run out, you can just pop a stim, even if you have a broken leg and you don't have like a painkiller on, it'll just give you a quick painkiller to be able to run away, get behind cover.
Great strategy breakdown. Gingy, we brought you in here for a reason. I mean, you all dominated. You are a top scorer. You had fantastic strategy. I just want to give you the floor. I mean, this is what you do. You're fantastic at what you do. So shout yourself out. Tell people where they can find you, and any quick words there for Delta Force.
Yeah, I'm pretty much live every single day. I do get on at like 3 a.m. Eastern time, and I stream until probably noon as Gingy on Twitch.
Amazing. Playing a lot of Delta Force and dominating. Thank you for all the strategy tips. I'm going to take them into my games as well, and have a great rest of the day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, that was Gingy. Top scorer, top team, best team out there. They were the top dogs on paper for a reason, and they executed their strategy perfectly. I love all the behind the scenes looks at what they were thinking, and she was totally right, Tiff. Doing your homework matters. They were able to set the tone in the first map to basically win before anybody could catch them. Reminder, they scored, I think, 6 mil in the first game, and overall, the second best score after 3 was 2 mil. So truthfully, Gingy, perfect execution of a plan that they thought of beforehand.
It's kind of wild when you see the overall score like board and you see kind of how everything shook out, that just that key card in general pretty much won them the entire day.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. That's the nature of the game. When you are finding key cards, you're finding epic items, that's a part of it. Folks, we have had a blast here in the booth, but before we go anywhere or close anything out, we do have our giveaway winner, all right? In chat, you've already been added. Our official account will at you again. You need to whisper the official Delta Force account here in Twitch if you are the winner. If you whisper them and you're not the winner, you're not going to get anything. Trust me, we have the name. The name is D3NYZ. You are the winner of our Alienware monitor. Congratulations. You all can stop spamming W's, but maybe some hearts in the chat for the Delta Force team because this was an incredible event. Congratulations to D3NYZ. Big congrats to you for winning your Alienware monitor, all courtesy of Delta Force. Tiff, any final words for the broadcast? We've ended our 3-game series, and it was a ton of fun to watch.
It was so much fun. I loved that we got to witness a lot of team fights and just watching people kind of adapt and find what was best for them, and just to see all the luck to be had. And now I kind of just, oh God, every time I watch Delta Force, I just want to go and just be like, all right, bye, see ya, I'm going to go play. But I need to go unlock Brackish. I want to play the new map. I haven't had a chance for it, but it was a really, really solid day here in the booth watching all the action.
Totally agree. Couldn't have done it without you. I love having you in the booth with me. I'm sure we'll have you in the booth another time down the line with more Delta Force, and maybe we'll get some games in after this. But anyways, have a great rest of your day, your stream, or anything else you end up doing. Check out Spider Tiff all over the place, folks. She's phenomenal. But hey, that's it for us in the booth. Excited for what's to come with Delta Force. Open beta's here. Have you downloaded it? Yes or no? You can type in the chat. Have you downloaded it yet? If you haven't, you should. It is free to play. They're committed to no pay to win. Go download Delta Force right now for free. You can get it on the website, playdeltaforce.com, on the Epic Game Store, if that's what you prefer, or Steam. Go get involved. Check out Operations. Check out Warfare. Check out everything that Delta Force has to offer. Campaign coming in January. There's a ton on the horizon for this title, and we're really excited to see it. And also, make sure you drop a follow, folks. If you want to learn everything there is to know about Delta Force, there's a million ways to do it, and the main ways inside of those million are the socials, all right? They're constantly putting out guides, information tools, different events you could be a part of. The Discord is massive. Go join the Discord. Nearly 500,000 people have already joined it. A lot of like-minded folks. If you're looking for a group, that's a great place to go. All of those links are down below in the YouTube description or in the panels below here on Twitch, where our moderators can help you out. And finally, one more quick reminder about Delta Force on mobile, coming January 20th, 2025. You're not going to want to miss this. You can play Delta Force anywhere on the go. And specifically, it's coming to Google Play Games as well. So you can play on the go, but also play in the comfort of your own home on mobile. And by the way, you can pre-register for it right this second. So you don't need to wait till January 20th. And I would actually tell you, don't wait till January 20th. Go ahead and pre-register so you can get all the news updates of when it's actually launching in terms of your time zones and any extra info you can get for pre-registering. It will remind you so that you don't miss the launch and get that game as fast as humanly possible on mobile. Right around the corner, folks. It's December 7th right now. January 20th is like a month and a couple days away. You're going to blink and we're going to be at the end of January and you're going to be playing Delta Force on mobile. Folks, that's all I've got for us here in the booth. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your host for all of these Delta Force broadcasts. This one in particular was a ton of fun to see all of our all-stars in operations battle it out and duke it out, but the Hawks come out on top. We couldn't do it without you, the viewer, so thanks for being here, and tune into the next Delta Force broadcast December 16th here on the official channel. We're going to be producing it. It's going to be sick. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss this one, so we'll see you then. Yeah, here's a quick look at Gingy, who's
that guy's insane.
There's 2 lit down there. One more, nice.
Killed him.
Nice, let's go.
I think you can run.
He's on the stairs.
Yo, oh man.
The back line, but they've lost one player, so it's going to be a 3v2. Aiden knows these guys well, and T-Lone still alive. He catches one though. Could clean it up. Tins is gonna get cut down. Sit
right that corner.
Dead. Let's go. Come on, boy.
Oh my god, we killed them. Oh damn. Okay, that
should be everyone, but can we talk about the way that Hutch was walking?
In the first room or second?
Not sure.
Oh, got two of us.
Putting things up with Tarek. I mean, we are getting into it, but the trade comes through, and Tens, this is a way to kind of clean up and answer on back, and then that's another knock. Okay, this is going to be potentially all three of them, but we've got to stay healthy.
Ran in the building.
It's a 2v1.
Do you need help?
Yeah, oh my god! Wait, is that an actual guy or is that AI?
Oh, wait, right here.
Oh, up.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my.
Both dead.
Sniper's on top of the building, and you gotta be careful on 6 HP.
Yo, go res us, bro.
He's here.
Come on, baby.
Let's go.
Got one, two.
Let's get there. Another arrow. Shoot the arrow if you got it.
Oh, I'm weak.
I'm shooting the arrow.
Here we go. Final fight in the corner. Nice. Great team play and only 2 HP in a dream.
Cooper? What are we doing here? What is this? A 2-piece?
Oh, they lined up for him. There's the third. Cooper's gonna go absolutely massive. Can he do it? No. He full sins on the stairs. The heady. Sacriel knows exactly what he needs to do to win it all. That is a wipe.